Hell, it is September 14th. Host G Baby is in the building. It's a rare occurrence, but when it happens, we like to do things at a certain order. You feel me? So shout out everybody in the chat who's already been waiting. Shout out everybody who listens to the audio podcast. Shout out people who've been following us on TikTok, Instagram, even since the PC wrestling days. Appreciate y'all, man. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube already, subscribe to No Name Wrestling on YouTube. We just hit 300 subscribers, I think, yesterday. We're at 305 or 306 or something right now. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. You already know what time it is. Follow the IG, follow the TikTok, No Name Wrestling. Right? We get into an interesting era of wrestling. I mean, shoot.
Don't get me started.
Yeah. Because so before we get this show actually kicked off, I'm gonna explain what's gonna happen later on. Right, later on. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the link in the chat later on. What we're going to do, we're going to bring up people one by one. Instead of bringing up 3, 4, 5, 6 people, we're going to bring up people one by one. We're going to react to your hot takes, or if there's something that you want to get on Mo about because he was capping, or get on me because I was being Mr. Devil's Advocate, or if you want to get on Nate, just to get on Nate, right? You guys are going to come up here one by one. We're going to react to what you got to say. Yep, the old heads. We're going to react to what you got to say. We're going to react to what you think. Any hot takes, any if you got a little fantasy booking you think should happen, we're gonna react to it. We're gonna try to get people.
We'll tell you this ass.
Literally
honest.
Oh yeah, literally. There's not gonna be no sugarcoating.
Trust me, when Mo first came up here, Mo thought it was sweet. No. He said some BS. Hey, we gotta get on. Shoot, what was either first episode or second episode? Our first big debate was about the Miz. It was like a 5v1. It was like a 5v1. And I was fighting for my life. I'm like, whoa.
What did you say?
Because I think they misunderstood what I said. I think they thought I said that Miz wasn't like a Hall of Famer or nothing. I just said Miz wasn't in like the legendary status of like the other ones. That's what I was trying to say, but I think the way it came across, was like he's not a legend at all. And like he is in his own right. He is in his own right, but I was trying to be like, legend. I consider legend like, the Stone Cold Cena. I was like, Miz don't come close to that. And then what really made me like low key almost crash out, but I was like, I don't know these people yet. Let me chill. When I asked Lewis, because he was referencing like R-Truth and NWA, or I think I asked him, was like, so do you consider R-Truth like a main eventer? He's like, NWA R-Truth, yes I do. I'm like, oh my god, that's not what we talking about. But yeah. That was an elite day though. That was when I was like, okay, no, we're gonna be good.
Second episode.
It was either first or second. Bro. It was either first or
like
second.
on PC.
It was early. I remember.
Yeah, it was. Like first, second on PC, bro.
Oh my god, I remember that.
Yeah. Wow. That's what I knew though. I was like, okay, we're gonna be all right. I like this group. So because we didn't go like crazy on each other, but it was definitely like our first test,
a real debate
of like, let's see how these personalities gel.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm the 1v5, of course, because had to be right. But that's what we're gonna do today, guys. We're gonna bring up people one by one. Probably not gonna keep people up here too long unless it's just like a really good conversation. You know what I mean? We kind of want to get it out there. We'll tell you, we'll kind of let you explain yourself unless, I'm holding the button today. So you say something stupid, you might get booted immediately.
And show your camera. You gotta be on camera, bro.
Yes. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
Camera and mic. I don't want to see your forehead. You already get set up. I don't want to bring you up and, oh wait, I gotta set up and your dirty clothes and I don't want to see all that, man. Be ready to go. We're gonna put it in the chat soon. But with my guys, I want to ask you first immediately, Nate. I think you're probably gonna want to go first on here. History has been made. Been made. The first ever WrestleMania not on North American soil. It's not France. It's not London. It's not even Puerto Rico. It is Saudi Arabia. I kid you not, I have never gotten a comment on a TikTok from anybody who resides in Saudi Arabia until that announcement came. And I made that TikTok. All of a sudden, I'm getting different language comments. I'm like, what? And sure enough, you look down, all Saudi Arabia people. Because in my video, I said, one, I should have known. Riyadh season, TK, I should have known. That's why I was more upset because I should have seen this coming. Right, but I thought Nashville was going to get it because they're building this new stadium. So I just assumed 43 was going to be in Nashville. We were just waiting on the announcement. So that's what I'm thinking, right? And so I'm just like, I should have known. And I was like, I don't know why we're doing this, right? Like, actually, I was like, I do know why we're doing this. Because Saudi Arabia would pay $1 million for 205 Live. They paid $1 billion for main event. How much you think they're going to pay for a WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Right? But I was like, but my main 3 points of why I was upset is one, they don't like women. So it's going to be a snooze fest through every woman match unless it's like Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair, right? It's going to be a snooze fest. Like y'all saw how they treated Asuka and Jade. Y'all saw how they usually treat women. And I was like, and they also don't care about mid-card matches. If it's not John Cena, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and maybe to a lesser extent, like Kevin Owens and Sammy, they like Sammy over there. But like, unless it's like them, they don't care. I was like, they don't consistently care anyway. So I was like, yeah, this is cool. I know why y'all did it because of the money. Especially when you mix that in with the comments of the TKO saying, yeah, we know Vince cared more about family showing up, but we don't.
Insane, they made Vince look like a saint.
Like, I was like, okay, insane, at least they're telling us to our face. But Nate, I want to let you get on to that because WrestleMania 43, after a two-peat, after a repeat in Las Vegas, we're going to WrestleMania 43. How you feel, Nate?
Man, first of all, I want to talk about the wrestlers on the stage. Oh my God. Ain't none of them look like they wanted to be there. Bro, Charlotte looked pissed. Seth had his sunglasses on, so he was smart. He had his glasses on. You couldn't see him. Triple H, bro, blink if you need help. Blink twice if you need help. If there's somebody with the blinky off screen on the roof, like Carson Clarkchild, whatever the fuck that nigga name is, just ready. Like if you mess up, nigga, let me know. Blink,
bro.
Help,
and you know Bianca can't hide her. And you know Bianca can't hide her facial emotions. She wore that on her face. She was like,
I feel so bad for Bianca. You know, Nick Khan was like,
Hey Bianca,
come here. She was like, hey. She played. She was like, she had her headphones in like this the whole time. And Nick Khan was like,
was Cody on the stage?
No.
He's probably at SmackDown getting ready or something.
Where was that announcement at? Was that Vegas?
I think it was Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I feel so bad for everybody on that stage because everybody looked like they did not want to be there. Triple H, you could hear it in his voice. Like I could see it in his eyes, in his voice. When everyone clapped, they were just like, "Yep, this is what we do." But everybody's got a job to do, so I don't blame Triple H. I don't blame Bianca Belair. I don't blame anybody like under WWE who did that. They can't do anything about it. Ignoring all the politics and all that stuff, just like I did with Brock Lesnar, ignoring the legal shit. With this, I'm gonna ignore the political stuff because some people like to sweep that under the rug, right? Let's just sweep it under the rug, right? Just like WWE's doing right now, right? Mm-hmm. Creatively, like you just said, bro. This crowd may be one of the worst, if not the worst crowd a WrestleMania's ever gotten, especially in the modern era. It's the worst we've ever gotten in a modern era because WrestleMania usually draws the smart crowds. Ain't nobody traveling to Saudi Arabia. Ain't nobody going to Saudi for a WrestleMania. And the part that no one wants to talk about too is WrestleMania weekend, everything that surrounds WrestleMania. Ain't no indie company going out to Saudi Arabia. They might send TNA out there because they're affiliated. They might be like, hey, AAA, come on out. But everybody else, like GCW, like there ain't nobody going out to Saudi Arabia. There ain't going to be no local independent because Saudi Arabia doesn't have wrestling. From what I know, at least big independent wrestling promotions, I've never heard of a big independent or relevant wrestling promotion in Saudi Arabia. So WrestleMania weekend, I don't know if they're going to like put a bunch of like UFC, boxing, concerts all around, like just non-wrestling related stuff. But I really feel like they're trying to draw in non-wrestling fans, which is good. But I think they're like, no, we want like 80% of this crowd. to be non-wrestling fans. Like, I feel like they're going to surround WrestleMania weekend with just everything. Like, they're probably going to fly out Travis Scott. They're going to probably fly out like everybody, like any type of celebrity, boxer, influencer, MMA fighter you can think of. They're probably going to fly them all out. Yeah, we got this show. We got this comedy show over here. We got this concert going over here. We got this big fight over here. And just nothing related to professional wrestling. He probably is. Yeah, he's going to find a way. He'll
probably find a way. He'll probably find a way. But
he might not be in the front row, but he'll find a way.
Because, if he's not in the front row, don't go, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
At that point, you take it. You take it.
There's no point. But
that's all
I really want to harp on what you just said, and it's that you think there's gonna be 80% non-wrestling fans there. That's the problem. That's literally the problem, which is why I said that crowd is going to be so trash. If you have 80% non-wrestling fans there, a non-wrestling fan does not care about match 2 through 6 if there's 7 matches on the card. Like, they do not care. They care about match 1. They care about match 7. Maybe just because they might care if you put a TLC on there. They might care if you see that, right? If you put like a spectacle type match, they might care for that. But nobody, and I mean like 10% of the crowd in Saudi Arabia will care for whatever Tiffany's doing. Whatever she's doing when she gets there, right? 10% of the crowd will care. 5% of the crowd is going to care about Bayley versus Lyra, which I think might be the plan. 5%.
You said what?
In 27?
What was the plan?
I'm sorry. I thought this was next year.
Man, we gotta worry about Lash Legend at that point.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. This is 27. I'm sorry. Right, but my point is the Becky, and depending on what they do with Stephanie, and if Bianca's
and Rhea.
I was just about to get there. So the 5 people that might get cheered is Bianca, Becky, Rhea, Io, and Stephanie if they handle it right.
All looking like Power Rangers.
That's a different conversation because
hey, just wait till the Rumble. Just wait till the Rumble.
Because listen.
Oh my god,
bro!
Y'all see that Power Ranger?
I need one of them. I need one of them to show up in the Pink Ranger. I need one of them to show up in
the Red Ranger's crazy.
The
Pink Ranger
SPD emergency. Pink Ranger SPD emergency, please.
SPD emergency.
Honestly, Bianca might do it as a troll. Bianca might do it as a troll. Just have the pink lips.
I could see her wearing it.
She might do it as a troll. But it's just that's the problem when you have 80% of the crowd that doesn't care, or even because I think the European crowds might still travel because it's closer. They don't. It's closer, so they might do it. But I think a lot of Australian people are probably going to try to take advantage because they know it's not going to be dominated by Americans, right? Because realistically, how many Americans are really going to hit a flight to Saudi Arabia, right? If this was France or if this was London, all right, cool, you might have a problem. But you know what I mean? So the crowd is gonna suck. And we've been watching wrestling long enough to know that a crowd can make or break matches. You could have the same match twice, exact same start to finish with an elite story. And a good crowd will make it feel like an all-time classic, and a bad crowd will make it feel like a 3-star made you could have put this on Raw.
That's first Finn.
Word.
2016.
Literally word. That's what I'm saying. So a bad crowd. That's what I really worry about. I don't think it's not like we're not gonna have spectacle matches. There's not gonna be matches. I mean, of course there's gonna be stuff I'm excited to see. It's Saudi Arabia. Cody will be there in a big money match. CM Punk, assuming he's still doing stuff, will be there in a big money match. Gunther will be there. Cody will be everybody will.
Sammy for sure.
Yeah. There's no way Sammy's not there.
He's probably main event tonight too. Let's just be real.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be where he wins the World Cup.
Literally, right? Which, but you know,
be underdog for 2 more years, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. But
I'm glad he kind of cut that shit out recently because.
Did he though? I didn't watch SmackDown, but he was an underdog versus Cena. Up until he talked like an underdog, and then he kicked out of every Super AA known to man. He kicked out of the
How he act like an underdog though? How?
That's a different. We'll get onto that later.
All right.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah, but that's just what I worry about. And Mo, I'll let you go next. But yeah,
Yeah, go
like
ahead,
my big issue is just I think the crowd is gonna suck. And shoot, we all remember 34, right? We all remember 34.
I wish I did.
Right?
I wish I did, but yes.
Right? Like we remember what was the Mania after that where the crowd was just horrible. No. Was 35?
What are you talking about?
What was the Mania after 34 where like the crowd was like clearly diminishing the show?
40.
No,
Like
you mean like when they were shitting on the main event, or like when they were just like
dead or tired or whatever.
Oh, 35 because that show
that was
was
35. Yeah, that's 35.
Oh yeah, that was 35. Okay.
Because that car was like 6 hours, bro.
Is that the one where the Hardys came back?
Nah, that was
No,
33.
that was 33.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
they were
35 is
dead there
long.
too.
Becky-
They were dead there too.
Yeah, 35.
For Undertaker and Roman Reigns.
Oh,
They were dead
35
there.
long.
Yeah.
They were dead for that too. And 32. God damn it.
For that main event, yeah. Because nobody wanted to see
those three
Triple
in a
H
row,
versus repeat of ass.
But yeah, Mo, go ahead,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
How you
Yeah,
feel
go ahead,
about
Mo. Go ahead, dog.
WrestleMania Saudi Arabia, man?
I'm gonna do something. Well, I'm on both y'all sides. I'm gonna do something real quick to the Saudi fans that actually give a fuck about everything that's on the product. I feel bad for y'all being lumped into our slander. Blame your countrymen because nigga, I just look, man. Like I said, I feel bad for those people because it's hard for them to go to like all these American WrestleManias, right? It's not easy to travel from Saudi Arabia to America. It's just not. So I feel bad for them. But my problem here is number one, like Nate mentioned, the tourism, like that, you lose that aspect. Number two, fans are not going to care about things we should care about. Women's matches, more times than not, a lot of times over deliver. They do better than the men a lot of the time. And they're just not going to care because they're women. Like I got fucking destroyed on TikTok, like over 1,000 comments, and a lot of them are from Saudi Arabian fans.
Right.
And
and
the sad thing is it wasn't I didn't even say anything negative about Saudi Arabia, by the way. I didn't. All I said was, oh, I'm surprised it wasn't London first. But they were like talking about, oh, we don't care about women's matches. They were literally saying that. They were literally in those comments saying that. That is a fucking problem. Why are you bringing a WrestleMania to a country where these people are openly telling you we don't care about one of the most important parts of your product? And I know there's going to be a lot of people being like, oh, but, you know, TKO makes so much money. TKO is, you know,
that first comment is crazy.
What is this?
Black fatigue is real. It's crazy. They said black fatigue is real. Bro, that's the biggest post.
Bro, you want to know why I noticed the comments? Because
you black? Why are they
racist? yeah, bro.
And then one of the comments will try to be like, we're not racist.
Bro, I literally
you're sexist and racist.
Usually when I post TikToks, I usually just close out the app and I don't think about it because I just have this superstition that that's how it'll go viral, right? If I don't think about it, that's how I can maximize my views. The only reason I saw that I was getting negative comments is because, like, sometimes when you scroll even though it happened a while ago, a comment will pop up like, "Hey, the comment." The comment said, "Shut up and hit the gym." And so I sat back and I was like, or like hit the gym and stop yapping. And I was like, what did I post to where people would be this mad? So I go back and see, and I'm like, okay, Saudi TikTok. Oh, there's a lot of Saudi people in here because I was dead. I said because crazy. The first thing on my mouth was, first off, Saudi crowds, they don't care about women. The crowd is gonna suck. And there was a lot of people. Oh yeah, we're glad we got a Mania. Oh, Saudi fans are the best fans. I chose not to.
I got those comments too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would have engaged.
I muted TikTok notifications after that. There was comment after comment because like TikTok doesn't notify me when people like things. They notify me when I get fucking comments, and it was just comment after comment after comment. Yeah. Like, I've never gotten that many comments on a video ever.
Especially Saudi Arabia of all people. Like
I've never seen.
They got all these memes, bro. All these damn memes of Saudi people, bro.
Yeah, they're on my head. They're on my head. I got fucking destroyed. But
I can make a joke right now, but I'm just a little racist. So
yo, like I was gonna say, I don't care the fact that WWE is making all this money. I don't know why fans feel the need to tell me, oh, it's a business. Duh, nigga. The money doesn't go in my fucking pocket. I don't care. Number one. Number two, you act like if they just go to New Orleans, they're not going to make a dumb amount of money. Yes, they'll make more money from doing it in Saudi Arabia. But come on now.
And the only reason
It's the
why
WWE.
The only reason why I understood Saudi is for two reasons. They've been promoting it all year since Netflix. All I've seen is Riyadh season. Like, duh, you go like I'm low key mad it ain't hit me in the face. Right?
Yeah.
Like it should have just hit me in the face.
I expected better.
Duh.
I did.
Right?
I don't know why.
But it's because Saudi is the only country that is willing to shell out. That's why they got in the Saudi deal in the first place. That's why Saudi Arabia got 2 pay-per-views in the first place. They were the only ones willing to pay $1 billion. When Vince McMahon was about to sell this company, Saudi was real close to owning it. Like they was like,
oh yeah, I remember that rumor.
They was backing out the Brinks truck for WWE.
Could you imagine, bro?
Oh,
if Riyadh season, if Saudi Arabia owned WWE, bro.
I think a lot of fans would have gave up then.
That would.
I think a lot of fans would have stopped watching.
Bro, I'd have been.
But TKO, when TKO acquired it, I think this was before UFC started hitting Saudi Arabia on the regular.
I think so.
Yeah.
So then once UFC started doing it, TKO's trying to make UFC and WWE the exact same. And I think that was a big concern when they first merged. But then they came out there like, nah, UFC is going to do its own thing and WWE is going to do its own thing. You just bought it, which at the time, even though it was like down in the gutter, they were on the up and up because of the bloodline stuff. So I understand striking while the iron was hot. Like Roman Reigns was at his peak. You just got Cody back. WWE seemed to be on the up because Vince McMahon was about to be out. And it didn't help either. I mean, it helped them more because AEW would seem like they were starting to fall back down. So it's like, boom, strike while the iron's hot. Go get like everybody was in competition for it. Disney wanted WWE, Paramount, like everybody went, bro. I really thought Disney was gonna get him.
Yeah,
if Disney would have got
that would have been crazy.
Disney would have been a powerhouse more than it already is. But but I think now we're starting to see like, I mean, I said it on my TikTok. I was like, TKO's business decisions are just as bad as Vince McMahon's booking decisions in 2019.
That's a good.
And to the people who think just because you make a lot of money from it doesn't mean it's a bad business decision. The reason why it can still be a bad business decision is because you're looking at the short term. You're looking at the upfront. Boom, this is what we're paying you to host it, right? The cities paid WWE to host WrestleMania. So this is what they're paying you to host it. Yes, fine, cool, dandy. But when you have a COO that comes out and says, yeah, we don't care about making it affordable for families. Like out of his mouth. I thought it was a fake quote. I thought it was rage bait. That's why my TikTok came so late. Because I thought it was rage bait. I didn't think it was real. When you come out and say something like that, or to a business that I don't care how much money you make, your bread and butter still to this day is children and families.
Yep.
Children and families are still your bread and butter. That's why PG hasn't gone anywhere. That's why.
Let's keep it a book. Most grown men don't like wrestling. Like, let's just be honest. Most grown men don't like wrestling. So catering to them is very stupid.
They're targeting a demographic, right? They always love to hit that little young adult demographic, and it's cool. They're hitting it. But the majority of WWE, this ain't WWE's fan base, has and will probably always still be kids and families.
That's what it means.
That is
where do you think the merchandise goes?
Grown men ain't buying no John Cena little toy titles. No. Now
they buy for the kids.
Hey, they buying the $500 replica ones.
Yeah.
But there's a reason you got Jey Uso and LA Knight on Slim Jim commercials and Bianca Belair on the cricket commercials. And they're still catering to kids. How? I think they still got some with Hot Wheels or whatever it is. I mean, sure. Why do you think they were searching for another John Cena for ages? And then they found it with Cody Rhodes. Like the faces of their company, other than Stone Cold, for real, have always been catered to kids. If you really sit back and think about it, you know what I mean. Like all of their faces of the company, other than Stone Cold, and then to a later extent Roman Reigns, like Bloodline Roman Reigns, have all been catered towards children. Because Big Dog Roman was catered to children. That's why it sucked.
Yeah.
And obviously, we know what Cena and Cody's definitely catered to children. Shoot. Like, he's, you know what I mean? So that's just, I shouldn't be surprised because TKO is definitely trying to make super money. They clearly are in debt with somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, they got $3 billion in debt. Yep.
It's new business. They're in debt.
Yeah, so that's what. So that I mean,
they're using WWE to get out their fucking debt. So fuck them.
I mean, clearly because and the problem is it's working though. If let's be real, how many people are gonna say no? Saudi Arabia offer what I assume is an unworldly amount of money.
Yeah.
Like how many? Like realistically, how many people are gonna say no? Like it's a different. Like, I understand it's a different ball game when the money's actually in your face. It's just a shame because I don't think it would be that bad if the ticket prices weren't going up this crazy. And then the CEO doesn't come out and say, yeah, we don't care about making it affordable for families.
It's fucking ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that sucks. But do any of y'all have any other thing y'all want to add to it or whatever the case?
Leave the old heads out of it, WWE. Please. Just don't.
Yeah, don't bring back
unretire people. Yeah, don't unretire people. It's not needed.
And let them know who's dead. Give them a list of people who's dead, bro. You got to give them a list.
And if they're going, like I said, if they're going to do it, it's WrestleMania. So I hope and pray. I hope and pray that it's still a good show.
Reverse retirement match.
Reverse retirement. Macho Man and Eddie Guerrero.
Like, bruh. I don't know how that's gonna work, but all right. In 2K, we got you. Now, someone left a comment. They said it's gonna be like WrestleMania 2. It's gonna have one in Saudi Arabia and one in 2K.
Oh my, bro! Oh, man, I just hope we all get proven wrong and it ends well. Because I don't want to see it bomb. Obviously, I don't want to see it be a bad thing.
I want to see Triple H back to the wall. Actually, like fucking cook. Like I don't want to see him.
Yeah, I just want TKO to go away when Triple H cook again. Because honestly, bro,
but they won't.
I'm gonna say something real quick before we bring people up.
I'll put the link in the chat, by the way, guys. But we're gonna bring people up soon. I see y'all.
I personally, right, and hear me out on this. I personally cannot put all the blame on Triple H. I can't. In terms of like creative and all this extra shit, I can't because we saw a clear shift in how things went when TKO took the company. There was a clear shift in the quality of the product. And it is worse and worse and worse. And all these decisions that a lot of us hate are business decisions that Triple H does not make. It has nothing to do with him. And a lot of these dumbass business decisions are affecting the product. So, me personally, I think if TKO goes away, I genuinely think the show's getting a lot better.
I do agree with you in that sense because Triple H, even though, and it's to Triple H's detriment, he's the one that tell everybody it was a Paul Levesque era. You know what I mean? Like,
good point.
I will say that, but you're right. He doesn't make the business decisions. There's two things that I felt were like the downfall. First, the second The Rock got on the board. You can tell there's definitely a shift in how things went.
Fair.
Because the second he got on the board, what was the first thing that nigga did? Yeah, Cody, you don't need to be on WrestleMania.
I genuinely, to this day, I want to know what their plan was with that. I really want to know what their plan was with that. Oh my god!
I feel like Triple H didn't have a plan. I feel like Triple H did not have a plan. I feel like his plan was what happened with Cody. Because you saw with Cody won, I bet you Triple H was like point at Roman. Like I think Triple H was undermining The Rock. Like he was like he's looking at Rock like yeah okay, and then like texting Cody like hey nigga we gotta talk. Like I don't think Triple H had another plan. I think The Rock had a plan, but I think Triple H. I think that what happened was his plan.
Rock
I truly believe that The Rock was the only one.
I don't know what y'all watching.
Yeah, he hasn't done nothing but show up today. Show up at Elimination Chamber. That's all he did. He ain't done shit. Yeah, you're right. The Rock ain't done nothing.
But he ain't shift WrestleMania 40 entirely.
Right. It was that, and obviously I've talked about it before, but WrestleMania 40 was like the best and worst thing that could have happened because I do think Triple H could have got comfortable. Because booking wise, there's a lot of things that I don't think TKO had nothing to do with. TKO, as much as I feel like
You said what?
The bloodline.
The bloodline. Come on, bro.
But
I'm
TKO,
so tired of them.
even though TKO, I do think influences decisions to an extent. I don't think TKO cares about the big card, and I don't think TKO cares about the women's division outside of Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, and to a lesser extent Charlotte. TKO ain't got nothing to do with the reason why Julia seems like an afterthought.
Yeah.
TKO ain't got nothing to do with
No.
the reason why you won't just send those women tag titles to NXT and let the women just be characters, right?
Yep.
Literally, and honestly, yeah, Becky won the IC title. You can say Triple H, you made a decision, but Becky is single-handedly reviving that mid-card division. But you know who she keeps feuding with? All the people that you wouldn't consider mid-carders. Bayley is not a mid-carder. Nikki Bella, just popularity alone, is not a mid-carder.
Not mid-carder.
Not a
AJ
mid-carder.
Lee.
AJ Lee is not a
Is
mid-carder.
nowhere near a
Come
freaking
on,
mid carder.
Nowhere. So, you know what I mean? But, hey, it's going to help when whoever beats Becky comes back.
Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
Yeah.
We're gonna run back Jericho and Shawn again.
Please, I don't want to see that. But I'm about to start.
TK, give him all the money, please.
Please, yeah. Keep him away.
I'm about to start bringing people up. I'm gonna do it one by
And again,
one.
I don't want to see.
Oh, I do. We do have a super chat before we get it
Probably
popping.
gonna get Jericho and Sammy at some point.
Oh, God, probably, yeah.
brother. Ooh.
All right, this is from Damn Shy. Appreciate you with the $9.99. That's why I said Liv should have won the title in that battle royal instead of Becky putting over Liv in that crowd.
No,
That doesn't care about women. Is that really putting Liv over?
What?
no.
Basically, I think he's trying to say
No.
Liv should have won that battle royal to win the title
No,
instead of Becky.
she wasn't ready.
We're still doing this.
Literally wasn't ready. Yeah, I don't know.
She wasn't
We're
ready.
still doing this. No,
Not ready. She was
I'm
not
sorry.
ready.
Yeah, she was not ready. What we talking about, bro?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on with y'all?
What's going
Good.
on, Leo? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, feeling good, feeling good.
All right. Well, first off, let me ask you, because obviously we're gonna be reacting to hot takes and stuff. Do you have anything that you feel like one of us said, or that you wanted to address that you've been meaning to address for a while, or you just got something you want to get out your system right now?
Honestly, first off, it's more of like both. When you said like wrestlers that I feel like will get a pop inside, most of the names you guys said will get a pop inside. The only other one that I probably would have thrown that list, because if you look at her track record as far as accolades, most of them have been in Saudi, and that's Liv Morgan. Because she's won the world title in Saudi, she won the Crown Jewel Championship in Saudi. The way things are going, I think she's going to win the Rumble in Saudi. She was there at the press conference, even though she looked very pissed, like she didn't want to be there, but that's neither here nor there. How I feel about WrestleMania being in Saudi, first off, I kind of knew it was going to happen. Now, not this fast, though. I thought it'd probably been WrestleMania 47 or 48.
Right.
But I don't like the fact that we're in an era where WWE, I'm surprised I'm saying this in 2025. I actually preferred when Vince had some creative when it came to ticket sales, because he made it. No, I didn't like his creative, but the way he handled business as far as allowing anybody go to these shows. Like if you had $25 in your pocket, right? You can go to a show. $50, you can go. He did not overprice these shows. Even WrestleMania, you were not paying $75,000 to sit front row. Like, who legit has that money? If you are not like a businessman, if you are not a businessman, I'm surprised. What are you doing? Because either you're the drug dealer, or you're doing something else. Because there's no way logically, if you have a 9-to-5 like myself, there's no way you're going to a show like that for $75,000.
Hell no.
And the fact that they're starting, I think for WrestlePalooza, $200 to sit nosebleeds. Are we serious?
You dead ass?
Yes,
Yeah.
$200.
I was at someone was telling me at a show that they were telling me that.
Because it's the first one on ESPN, and UFC fights are fucking expensive as hell.
And then, considering I was going to go to All In, because I could have sat front row and All In for $300. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Do I agree with everything that AEW does? No. But when it comes to ticket prices, they have WWE beat by a mile. Let's just be real.
Miles.
It's just like, And I feel like people are going to slowly turn on the product, and it's not because of WWE. I'm not going to put the full blame on WWE because Triple H, it's out of his pay grade. People are above him. They're gonna do whatever they feel like is better for as the business goes. WrestleMania 43 is gonna be one of those shows where I feel like looking back on it, and you said it, it might be one of the worst in history when it comes to the crowd. When it comes to the crowd, because like you said, I'm surprised. I didn't even know y'all were getting slander for saying things about WrestleMania 43 when you guys said nothing wrong. You just said that you would have much
Literally
rather
didn't say nothing
first.
bad about Saudi.
I'm a person that I don't mind WWE getting WrestleMania and Saudi, but I would have much rather them go to Wembley Stadium or the O2 first. But if we're saying Saudi is above all these other people, it's kind of just like, I get it, you have the most money, but I would have much rather 42 still be in New Orleans. Like, I just don't understand
That shit pissed me
why.
off so much.
I wanted to go because it was one of my first WrestleMania show, and I feel like the way things are going, I probably might not ever go to a WrestleMania. And at this rate, I'm just gonna accept it because I'm not paying no 75K to have a decent seat or no 5,000. Like, no.
Hey, and I'll tell y'all right now,
And I'm not going to Vegas.
and if we are going to be paying these type of ticket prices, y'all better be giving me black and gold takeover type quality. If
I'm gonna be on the show. What the fuck?
No,
Better-
no, I feel you, but like if I'm gonna be paying, like, bro, oh man,
No.
I had a SmackDown ticket, and this is right before they started upping it. I had a SmackDown ticket. This is when Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes were still feuded. I had a SmackDown ticket, like in like the section where Jey Uso will come yeet through. I had a SmackDown ticket. It was kind of high up, but beautiful view, seen everything. I bought that like 3 weeks before the show for like $100 some. Elite. The same seats in July for Cena's like last SmackDown in San Antonio. Same seat, same area. 360.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, no.
Brother.
Oh, no.
Brother, I was like, bruh.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I sat
My
Front row
SummerSlam
at
ticket was
AEW.
cheaper than that.
I sat front row at AW for like, I forgot how much it was. It was like together, it was me and Minnie, so it was two for like $300. And my Raw ticket, this is second row, and then my Raw ticket, we like that shitty area where, you know what I'm saying, like behind the Titantron, that was like $60. So I paid like twice as much to second row to get a better view. Granted, I get it's a smaller arena, but regardless, like, dude, like even if they were in a bigger arena, the ticket would still be around the same price.
Oh, and especially once they went to Netflix, I'm never going to Raw ever.
Oh,
again.
nah.
As soon as Netflix became it
was game over.
I'm never going to Raw, bro. Like,
I'm gonna be real.
never going to Raw.
To be
I don't
honest,
even like going to weekly shows like that, to be honest.
The only reason why I like going to the SmackDowns, bro, is because it's right next to the weekend. I got to worry about going to school the next day, or because I teach kids, so I ain't got to worry about that. And I can just sleep in. So I'm not gonna lie, I've enjoyed every SmackDown I've been at. Granted, that little Cody Rhodes splash off the top rope, horrendous.
never again.
And it looked worse
Ever
live
again.
too. Like the way y'all made fun of it on the TV screen, it looked even worse live. It looked like he didn't even jump. It looked like he just paused
He
in
just
the
fell.
air and then fell. Like it was, and then Solo Sikoa is funny, but honestly, being there live, SmackDown does suck.
if
Like,
they
that was
do
the first time I
WrestleMania-
realized, like, oh, I can't fast forward through this.
Mm-mm.
I did that for a Raw in early 2022. I went to the show, I got home, and I was like, let me rewatch it. Let me see if it was as good as it was.
I'm telling you,
Nigga,
right
I was
now,
going to sleep.
I'm sorry, bro. SmackDown right now is just, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why am I watching SmackDown? And the first thing I see is Brock Lesnar smacking his cheeks on live television. Why would I want to see that? Why would I want to go to a show seeing somebody smack their cheeks, bro? Is this a show I want to go to?
Wait, so Leo, you telling me Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush wasn't peak television?
All right, bro. All right.
You said what?
All right, G.
Bro,
Nate,
bro,
get
here's
G.
the
son, bro.
bro, here's the
Get
thing.
your son, bro.
That was
Bobby
crazy,
Lashley,
bro.
Y'all remember that era?
Bobby
I
Lashley.
don't want to
Yeah,
remember
that
that.
was
era.
crazy.
Point at it,
Here's the
Bobby.
thing. Here's the difference. Even though I like the jump
He
on
was
with Bobby
smacking that
Lashley,
shit too.
even though I like to make jokes with Bobby Lashley, calling Bubbles from Lilo and Stitch, but here's the thing about Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar, or AKA I call Brock Lesnar the Farmer Simulator cover star, because why?
He did it.
Yes, AKA Piss Lover. I don't want to go to a show seeing this. I don't. I'm not paying any amount of my money to go see Piss Lover on television, bro. Get him out of here.
Yo.
I don't care, bro. Especially
I'm
now
so
that
good
you
on
just
Brock,
released
man.
Andrade. Are we serious?
Oh yeah, let's get into that before.
Well,
let's
apparently
get
that was
in-
a whole nother situation.
So let's get into that because I really don't know.
That boy smacking his cheeks. He was smacking him.
Show
Chris
him your
McMahon
favorite
was loving
pose.
that.
Show him your favorite pose.
What was the favorite? Hey, because I'm with the man of the hour, Bobby Lashley, Leo Rush, little boy's head. Yeah, bro.
Show him your favorite pose.
bro. He
But
was
let's get into
smacking the
that
hell
before
out
I
of
bring
his
the
cheeks.
next person on. Leo, I'll start with you to get your reaction. Andrade was in AEW, didn't do nothing after the first couple weeks he was there.
Nothing.
Then we said, okay, cool, you sent him back to WWE. 7-match series with Melo, Elite, didn't do nothing. Hey, this tag team with Ray Phoenix is starting to get over a little bit. Okay, didn't do nothing. And then randomly, I guess he's just gone. So I want to get your reaction to that because that was a weird thing to get while I was in the press box, doing, putting in stats and information for my team.
Mm-hmm.
I just see the alert. Andrade gone from WWE. I'm like, that's random. That's weird. But let me get your reaction, Leo, and then we'll get some.
I'm gonna be real, and I'm not even trying to roast Andrade, but as soon as Charlotte Flair was done, so was WWE. I'm so serious. I feel like you came back to be left at the altar for another person, and I've seen who she's with, and I guess she's never going back.
That's why they divorced. That's why she divorced. She left him for somebody else.
Apparently she with another nigga.
Apparently she was with a black guy, as far as I'm concerned. So apparently she ain't going back anytime soon. Yes, Black Power in 2025. Okay, he ain't getting nothing.
She left old dude. I thought they just divorced. She left old dude like for another man.
Apparently about a month or two
she
later,
with a nigga now.
Apparently about a month or two later, she was with a black guy. After the divorce. I'm not trying to get
she getting babyface cheered, man. But continue.
Well, of course she got sympathy.
That's crazy though. That's crazy.
I don't know. I just feel like he came back solely for Charlotte. Let's be real. I don't feel like it was more so likely WWE. It was more like Charlotte. Because I feel like what was there for him?
Why he like Baby King?
I knew when he came back, it was only a matter of time before it hit the fan.
Oh, okay.
Well, they was hugged up apparently.
She got Baby King as a maybe. He's probably gay. All right, let me stop.
Yeah, yo.
That's. I was looking
back to the plot. Back to the plot. Back to the plot.
But still, I just feel like
wait, he's standing.
He had potential.
I would get canceled.
I remember watching him in NXT, and I remember watching him. I think it was 2017 because they came here to Houston, and I was debating for should I go to Survivor Series or War Games here because they had Lily Andrade face Drew McIntyre for the NXT title. I didn't think Drew was going to drop the NXT championship to Andrade. I was starting to become more of a fan of Andrade, but I didn't think they were going to be that bold and pull the trigger. But they did. And he had a decent reign. Still, one of my favorite NXT matches in NXT history is Johnny Gargano Andrade from TakeOver Philadelphia. Right. I feel like easily probably the best match in NXT TakeOver history. And still talked about. Seeing how good he was in NXT, I had some type of hype around him when he came up to the main roster. Did it take a little bit of time? Yes. They gave him the U.S. Championship. He beat Rey Mysterio, had a decent few matches. They never released him. Thought when he would go to AEW, he was going to be an instant potential main eventer. Didn't absolutely nothing. And then he went back to WWE. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is a second chance for them to do things right. He was off to a great start with the feud with Melo. They had a great triple threat with him, Andrade, and LA Knight at Crown Jewels, probably my favorite match of that show. And then as soon as that was over, he does nothing for a couple of months. Then gets paired with Ray. And then he came in with Ray Phoenix, and I'm like, okay, why can't we just do Penta and Ray Phoenix? Can we just get this on and over with already?
But they got
And
over.
then-
I for sure thought that was gonna be a trio. I thought it was gonna be Andrade. And
It could have.
That's what
It
I thought was
could've.
gonna happen. But that doesn't help. That doesn't help. You know,
It could have, and then
that doesn't help putting on the
exactly. And then
that doesn't help your case, buddy.
they didn't do anything with him after that.
Never been the allegations.
So and now that he's gone, people are saying, "Oh, he's going to show back to AEW." I don't think he will. Some people saying CMLL. I don't think that's going to be a thing either. He's definitely not going to probably show up in AAA because I think there's still some
He'll be in
bad blood.
He'll be in TNA.
TNA. Put him in the X
He'll be in
division.
TNA.
You got
Yeah, he's
Cedric,
perfect for the X
Mustafa
division.
Ali, Moose,
Because that's what
Joe
WWE
Hendry,
do.
Mike Santana.
That's what WWE do. They say, "Look, we're gonna release you, but we're affiliated with TNA, so we'll let them pay you, and then we'll just use you on free
I
TV."
mean, the way things went down, I don't think he wants to be affiliated with them at all.
It's just like, what does he do? Maybe he goes to MLW.
New Japan is the only thing I can see.
He'll probably go to New Japan. I can see him go to New Japan.
In New Japan or MLW. New Japan or MLW is probably the easiest thing I
So-
can probably put.
Here's the thing. Here's the latest news on what Andrade with Andrade. Right, it says Andrade had at least one wellness policy violation during his latest run and was suspended without pay as a result of it. He was also escorted out of the building during a show last month, which was in relation to his most recent suspension. So I'm taking it as
Oh, so they suspended him because he wasn't.
it was a wellness policy suspension.
Oh, that changes things. If that's the case, hey, bro,
Stay up to shine.
Yeah, I was like, it's 2025, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing, brother?
Salute. Yeah.
And I know, and they don't release people off with just one. Like this
Nah, it
gotta
gotta
be
be a
like
couple
his
times.
second
It has to be. It has to be a
No,
numerous
they
thing.
I think he got released because he went MIA.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
after
He,
that,
he
he
went-
ghosted.
Yeah.
Apparently, they were reaching out to him for like
Oh, okay.
creative,
Okay,
creative
okay.
ideas. They was trying to reach out to him for creative ideas, and he was not responding at all for like a couple of weeks.
Apparently, he was supposed to win the tag titles. Him and Phoenix were supposed to win the tag titles.
And he said he wasn't gonna do it. Yeah, they were supposed to win him at Clash.
Hey, pick up your phone.
Well, if that's the case, bro.
Y6.
If that's the case, bro, I mean that changes things. It's not
You
like
did
it's-
it to yourself, but it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you got to see it
Yeah.
to kind of believe it.
Maybe he did it on purpose. I think he did it on purpose. At that
He
point.
probably-
At that
he
point,
wanted out of there.
You sabotage
Probably.
yourself. He was like, I'm not gonna quit, but I'm gonna get fired.
He's just
Yeah,
gonna
probably.
do anything and everything.
Well,
That's
Leo,
what
last
I
thing do you have any hot takes you want to share before we get on to the next person?
My hot take goes back to 2016. Dean Ambrose should have won the 2016 Royal Rumble over Triple H. I
Fuck
honestly feel
up.
like Triple H and Roman never needed to happen. You could have done that at any pay-per-view. Why do it at WrestleMania? Still probably one of the few WrestleMania matches that I hated the most, considering that I almost went to that show and I'm glad that I didn't, because I would have went to sleep the entire show if I would have went with everything that they did. The only match that I looked back on and thought that was actually good was the triple threat for the Divas title, which became the Women's Championship. Other than that, I did not care. I don't understand how they really set this match up. Dean Ambrose was very over at this time, right? He came into 2016, had a lot of momentum behind him, especially if you watch back and you look at the final two. Triple H, Dean Ambrose. That whole arena was pro Dean Ambrose. You could have pulled the ultimate swerve of swerves, had Ambrose walk out with the Intercontinental Championship and the WWE Championship. Nobody can say they've done that in quite some time. But what did they do? They gave literally the main event to Roman Reigns when people knew he was going to get booed, and Triple H. Both people got booed because people didn't want Triple H
That match
as
sucks
champion,
ass.
and nobody wanted to see Roman Reigns in another main event. You could have somehow made it somewhat interesting by having Dean Ambrose go into Mania as champion, and then maybe if he put over Roman Reigns, okay, at least he got a WrestleMania moment. But what did they do? You killed two birds with one stone, and not in a good way. You gave Roman Reigns the main event, and you gave Dean Ambrose unmotivated Brock Lesnar.
That shit.
I mean, in fairness, that was supposed to be Seth. Roman was never supposed to have that title until we got to Mania. I was technically.
I thought he was winning a Survivor Series. I thought he was winning.
I
a
don't.
Survivor
I
Series.
don't. I don't. Well, because when did Seth get hurt? I think Roman got
November.
Right
Right before Survivor
November.
Series.
Right before
2 weeks
Survivor
before.
Series.
Like,
I thought that
a
was
week
going to be
before,
the
right? Like a
Like
week
weeks.
before?
Like
No,
weeks
no, it
before.
was
No,
it was
like
like
No,
3-4 weeks.
couple
It was
weeks.
It was 3-4
Couple
weeks because they built up the entire month going into Survivor Series. Who's going to crown the world champion? and the finals came down to Ambrose and Reigns in the finals.
Yep.
You could have played on that and then maybe
I
saved that for WrestleMania.
I low-key think knowing Vince and how he booked, Roman Reigns would have got screwed at Survivor Series.
Oh yeah,
And then would have went all the way to Main.
Oh, with Sheamus.
Yeah. You know how it go. You know how it go. That's why I'm saying
that whole faction
one versus all
exist.
Yeah. We exactly the one versus all. That's literally how it would be. But appreciate you, Leo, tapping in with us, man. You be easy. We're gonna get some other people in here. But appreciate you again. All right, you be easy, man.
You too.
Do I need to resend the? Oh, there was like 6 people in there.
Reigns, bro. No, damn well nobody wanted to see that shit.
Yeah, bro. I mean, shoot, Triple H had like 2 WrestleMania matches he wasn't supposed to have. The Roman Reigns one and then the Seth Rollins one. Because Samoa Joe.
Seth Rollins one. Yeah.
Yeah, because Samoa Joe. I don't know. I think
Joe would have been left off anyway. To be honest.
No, I think that would have been Samoa Joe's moment. Because remember, this was around the time they was actually trying to push them NXT dudes.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor before he messed up his shoulder. This was around the time they were trying to push them. Like, I'm going to give Vince this. When they first started bringing them up, he tried. But I think the Finn Balor one was like, all right, I'm done with you.
Let me step back. I don't trust Triple H and his choices of talent.
Yeah, literally.
This is their weekend fragile.
That shit was,
I reset the link because I don't know where everybody went, but I reset the link. I do want to talk about this one hot take that I did see. I posted it on the IG page. We've gotten more since then. So let me.
Oh Lord.
Where did it go? This is gonna be a little tribalism. I know we're not advocating for that anymore, but it's gonna be a little bit of tribalism. But so I have this from user LJRB_22. Becky's IC title reign over 9 belts Monet, by the way. I love them both.
I love them both.
Yes. No. Yes.
Becky's in-ring work has been
reviving
good,
a whole division. That's the thing. She revived that title. And
the bar wasn't
matches.
I was just about to say
the bar was
already
the bar
if I take a turd and I put sprinkles on it, I just make that turd look better. Come on, dog. What are we doing? Come on, bro.
Fair enough.
Come on.
I can't be mad at that. Fair enough.
Mercedes having better matches, bigger matches.
Oh yeah.
Feels like much bigger of a deal. I love Becky. That's my goat. That's my woman goat. That's my female goat of all time. Goat. But that IC title reign is good. I'm not saying it's not bad. It's good reign. But to compare that to Mercedes, no, Mercedes' run is literally generational.
And
Becky's run is good.
Becky's can be generational because I think Becky's claim to fame is as soon as she got that IC title, it's felt more important than the world title. Now, granted, Naomi Naomi just relinquished it, right? She's having a baby. Shout out her. That's awesome news. Like, nobody should be faulting that reign for any of that because I think Naomi's reign was just getting started. I wholeheartedly,
it was good for what it was.
Believe she was going to win. She was going to retain. I think she was going to beat Stephanie too. I think she was going to go on to Mania as champion. I 100% believe that. And I think if it was me, right? If it was me, I think, and that's what I was getting to before she announced she was pregnant. I think they was going to run Bianca and Naomi at Mania. That's what I think they was going to do. I think Bianca was going to. I think Bianca was going to win the Rumble. But what's going on, Sean? How you doing, man?
Hold on. I just want to know if y'all can hear me.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah. I'm doing great. Hope y'all doing great too.
Yes, sir. So talk to me, man. Do you want to talk about what I just asked, or do you have a hot take you want to go ahead and get out the way right now?
I'll start with a hot take first. It's going to be for this year. I've said this before on most channel about Lyra Valkyria. I said that she had potential for being, what was it? It was most improved. Yeah, it was most improved. Lyra Valkyria is the most improved wrestler in 2025. Because I'm not gonna lie, in NXT, while I liked Valkyria, I didn't think she was that girl. Once she had that feud with Becky Lynch for the IC title, I was really really invested to Lara. Their Backlash match and Money in the Bank match, to me, are one of the best matches of 2025 of any wrestling promotion ever.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
it's not. It's not.
I feel like
not the
it's not.
worst.
It's not a wild take. I feel like there's
Yeah.
more. I'm trying to think of more who have improved. I feel like more have improved. Lyra's good.
I feel like they just.
She
started
has
to
improved.
care.
She had a complete shift. Like
Yeah.
she had a
Well,
complete shift.
because I keep I,
Goat,
I, I hate
because of
to
the
sound
goat.
like a I hate to sound like a broken record.
Let's just be
Because
honest.
she stopped acting like an underdog.
Oh,
When
it's
Becky
not
came and betrayed her, she said, "I don't know who you thought I was, but ain't nothing sweet over here, Becky. I've beaten you already, and I can beat you
Nice.
again." And she did. At the time, obviously, she lost later, but she did. Like she wasn't act like I was really scared when they did that feud. Lyra was just gonna be moping around like, "Oh, I can't believe you did this to me." She's like, "No," and then even transitioning to Bailey, she literally was telling Bailey, "Yo, I don't need you, and you're costing me my opportunities." And she wasn't like, "Oh my gosh, my best friend, I care about my friendship." No, Lyra was like, "I wanted my title back."
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel like a good babyface does. A babyface can be empathetic, but when you start getting in the way of my opportunities, don't forget who you are because, oh, my best friend is the one who's doing this. No. Like I just feel like she finally had some substance to her character with an actual good motivation. And that's what I really feel
agree.
changed. Shout
agree.
out Go Elevator. Let's
Literally.
let's have this conversation. And Sean, you can tap in on this too.
Okay.
How many people really elevate more than Becky?
Nobody.
I'm talking real like elevation. Like one program with you can elevate you to a status you ain't never touched before.
Oh man.
How many more people are doing this than Becky? You can probably name a little bit, but I don't think you're gonna get to more than 5. And I'm talking all time too. I'm talking all time. How many
All
people-
time.
For the
I'm
women, in
like,
the women's
real talk,
division.
how many?
Oh, in women's division. Ooh, Trish probably.
In terms of elevators, nobody. Trish
Trish is
had
probably
Mickey.
the closest one I can think of.
That's
To be
But
honest,
Yeah, Trish
if
had
we
Mickey.
look at men and women, bro, men and women.
Sean, Seth,
Sean, Brett, Seth,
Brett, Seth.
And then after that,
Roman.
Tribal Chief Roman, I can give you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tribal Chief
Tribal
Roman.
Chief Roman.
Yeah, Tribal Chief Roman for
Because
sure.
Jey Uso's a star now, so clearly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Cena towards the end, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
U.S. Open title Cena, but even then, U.S. Open title Cena, I don't think he. Oh, what happened? U.S. Open title Cena, I don't think he. Yes, he did elevate, but I don't think he changed a lot of people's like cemented status. I just think he gave people
No.
a moment to shine. Whereas Lyra, I mean, granted, we'll see what they do this next time, but Lyra's in a different. Oh my goodness. Yeah, his camera keep bugging out. Lyra to me is in a different like sphere now as far as her stardom. Like I think she is now at a level where she is a consistent upper mid carder now. Right? She's got to win the world title or at least give me some good main event level type feuds before I call her a main eventer. But before this, bro, she was like, eventually you're gonna be in somebody's tag team and nobody's gonna care.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh no, she's a consistent player now.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened to Sean. We'll try to get him back later. Let me get somebody else in here. I'm just going in the order that people joined. What's going on, Jody? Main event, Jody Uso, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, G baby, Nate and Mo? What's up?
What's going on, man? You got any hot takes for us, man?
Actually, I have like a little fantasy book in, if that's all right with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right,
Let's
dog.
do it.
I have a fantasy booking of a WrestleMania match that's never done before between John Cena and Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Because think about it, Cena never held the Intercontinental Championship. He only held the World Heavyweight in the WWE Championship, but he never held the Intercontinental Championship because he say he wants to face anybody in the current era right now as of late. Because Cena say he wants to face like names like Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio. or Rey Mysterio or Cena and Rey fought before. But if Cena and if Cena and Dom fight at WrestleMania, whether it's Vegas or whatnot or Saudi, don't get me started. But if Cena and Dom face the IC title, that will make Cena a Ultimate Gold Grand Slam champion in his record, and then he would have retired by then. If it wasn't for his heel run, he would have gone for that. But his current run right now with Brock, whatever. But Cena and Dom for the IC title WrestleMania in Vegas at Mania 44 or whatnot, whenever they're gonna have it. Because think about it.
Only problem is he's retiring at the end of the year. Now, if that's his last match, or his second, if that's his second to last match, he beats Dom for the IC title, and then loses to Braun Breaker. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then loses to Braun Breaker. I can get with that. You feel me?
I ain't gonna lie. If I was John Cena, if I was Cena, I would have been like, "Fuck the bro. I'm retiring at WrestleMania next year. Fuck this extra."
Yeah, the fact that he's retiring at the end of the year is so weird. The fact that he's retiring at the end of the year is so weird.
Yeah,
I'm scared they're gonna do like he loses, and then he's like, "Nah, that's not enough. I gotta end it at Mania." I feel like that's what they're gonna do, which is gonna be dumb because you could have just said you could have literally. I mean, it's WWE. They always put the card subject to change.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get out of it. That's literally how they get out of it. But all they really had to do was just say like his last one. They could have built WrestleMania 42 around John Cena's last WrestleMania.
They could have
easily could have been 42.
It should have been, but it's never seen 17 out of the get go. But yeah, because I can't think of who the women can face for their dream match. Honestly, I don't know. I was gonna say Roxanne AJ, but that's probably
that's gonna happen. That's
gonna happen. I can't think of anybody else. But I think like
Becky AJ.
Who?
You said who?
Becky AJ.
Oh yeah, that too. That too.
That's inevitable.
AJ gonna get once AJ wins the IC title. I think Roxanne's the next one holding it.
Yeah,
because Roxanne's gonna be the one to beat AJ. And that's how I see that going personally.
That might be the main match. To be fair,
it will be.
What is that or Liv and Roxanne? But I don't know.
Oh shoot,
they gotta tie up that story somehow, bro.
They will, but that's not a marquee match. That's like.
I mean, I don't want it. I don't care.
I was like, that's like Liv and Roxanne is like third match on the card. I do think it'll cook.
Yeah,
that's third match. On the card.
Because
Dominic Mysterio on a pole match.
They haven't even been teasing the flirting anymore, which I thought was the whole point of
that's
Judgment Day.
Yeah,
that's kind of not. Ooh, that would. Oh man.
I mean, she does say hi to him still, but like they haven't teased it as much as they were. And I think they're waiting until Liv kind of is closer to getting back. I think that's what they're waiting on. But
maybe
you could have been doing it this whole time, but
you could have.
But I mean, hey, I'm not gonna lie. If Dom's wife finally kind of pulled rank, I was like, "Yo, enough." Because how many women is he gonna?
He jumped from woman to woman to woman. Like
he's a hoe. He's a hoe.
He's a mustache.
Latino
Latino cheat.
Hey, because I promise you, that's the first. That's Lola Vice's first segment on the main roster. Talking to Dom. That's Lola Vice's first segment on the main roster.
At that point, Dom, bro. At that point, Dom gotta go. At that point, hey, you seen those memes on Instagram where it's such and such had to go.
Had to go.
Yeah, Dom gotta go.
Dom gotta go, bro.
Like Mr. Iguana and Lola, man.
I promise you, that is her first segment. It's either her first segment or she gonna be the manager to the El Grande Americanos. One of the two.
El Grande versus.
No. She gonna be the next El Grande. Who is that?
Name. If they have, I'm walking
see the hair.
La Grande Americana.
El Grande versus.
La Grande is crazy.
El Grande Americana. Oh my god.
Who is that?
Yo.
El Grande versus Mr. Iguana.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh,
by the way, the Worlds Collide was mad entertaining. That shit was good.
I was
Oh,
at,
yeah.
I was at a game. Why would they do it on a Friday? That was so
Right
annoying.
that
after
was
SmackDown.
crazy.
Right after
I
SmackDown too.
was literally at a game. I couldn't watch it. You know,
Worlds Collide was it was good. I enjoyed it because like it was like Dom won, so who's gonna face Dom for both the titles? Who knows? Like
Dom did
maybe
win. He did beat Vikingo.
yeah, he won both titles. He won the AAA Mega Championship against Val Kingo.
Man, I'm just sad because it should have been El Grande, but the boy got hurt.
The
The original got hurt. The original got hurt.
Man.
It should have
Yeah,
been, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. They was for sure pushing that, bro. They was for
Yeah,
sure gonna
that's
run
for
that.
sure. Yeah.
If the
I
original,
mean, there was
did.
a picture with Ludwig and El Grande. Now people know Ludwig.
That's
took a
what I said.
picture
The
with-
original
yeah.
El Grande is the one that was
Mhm.
going to win it.
Yes.
The original El Grande was actually going to win it. So I'm.
Where the fuck has Chad been, bro?
Well, he's still messing with his elbow, man. He got
Yeah. Trying to rehab.
That's crazy.
it.
Him and El Grande got injured at the same time. That's crazy.
I know,
That's
bro.
insane.
Like, come on, man.
That's insane at that point.
Don't start with this crap. Don't start with this today, please.
Anyways, hey, but Jody, before I let you off, any last thing you want to say? Any last hot take you want to give off, or something that any of us up here? And I want somebody to come up here with some smoke for us, man.
Yeah, I
I'm trying
want
to
some
get into the
smoke,
nitty-gritty.
bro. I want some
Trying
smoke.
to get into some.
I want
nitty-gritty.
an old head.
All right.
Fucking old
All right.
heads.
Old heads.
Chill
Okay.
on us.
Smoke. Hot take. I feel like Mania should have been in London, not in Saudi, because like y'all say in the beginning, Mania should not be in Saudi. But we've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Montez deserves to freaking push and go for the U.S. title because Sami Zayn is not. And I repeat, Sami Zayn is not a good U.S. championship. Solo, I'm sorry. But no, you know what? Sorry, not sorry. Sami Zayn is not that entertaining to me. He's the overly underdog 2.0. And the fact you have Sami Zayn and you have the crowd chanting, the crowd booed Sami when he was champion. You should have kept it Solo. You should have kept it the Jacob. But no.
I don't know if we should have kept it Solo. I don't know about that part.
Wow.
I don't know about that part.
Well, you should have kept the Jacob, but he's a better U.S. champion than
the fact that Jacob is now like whatever now is kind of annoying, but
just off TV.
Like it's crazy.
Especially when you're top guys.
Yeah, like
that's like a star. Come on, Triple H. He's literally
now you give Melo a U.S. title shot, and now you give Melo
on Miz. Hey, Carmelo on the way though. I know that. If y'all haven't seen the show, it's on the way. It's on the way. Hey, I know it was a rough detour. He took a detour that was a little rough. But it's on the way. Carmelo on the way. Just wait.
Yeah. Like you have him and the Miz going for the tag titles, and with the Wyatt Sticks going against the Psycho Clown for the AAA tag team titles. Whenever the next one, I'm like, yeah, they show up at World Collide. The Wyatt Sticks showed up, held the AAA
for like
tag
5
team
minutes
titles.
pause.
So I think Montez deserves a U.S. title push, and Melo will get his this week. So if I see Sami Zayn retain, I'm gonna walk out and just go to sleep.
You know what's gonna happen? I still think Melo.
You blaming me for this? I do not appreciate you blaming me for that.
I still think Melo is going to be the one to beat Sami Zayn. I don't think it's going to happen next week. I don't.
So you think it's going to happen?
It won't happen next week.
Miz is going to accidentally cost Melo.
Oh, and then they're going to have they're going to have a little feud between Melo and Miz.
Oh, it's not happening. Oh, I thought it was happening next week. No, I'm tweaking.
No, I'm saying he's not gonna win it next week. Man,
yeah, no,
he's gonna win it in Saudi.
Miz gonna cost him, and then
Sammy's gonna take his first loss in Saudi, man.
No, he's
and
not.
then you know what's gonna happen? No,
at Rumble.
Nate, you're not hearing me. He's gonna take the first loss in Saudi, and then he's gonna enter the Rumble and win.
Yeah.
It's in the screen, bro. This is WWE. He's gonna lose that IC title match, and he's gonna enter the Rumble and win.
I'd rather.
Jackie Redmond is gonna be backstage. Sammy, you just lost the IC title. How are you mentally focused To enter
You
the
know,
Royal
if we
Rumble,
keep it
not only
honest,
enter, but at number one.
but y'all know what? I will say this. Sami Zayn win the Royal Rumble. I don't see that. I'd rather see Braun Breaker be the first winner of the Royal Rumble.
There you go.
He not winning that match.
You're not
Yeah.
winning, but that'd be.
But
Yeah, that's true.
literally,
That's true.
he's
But
going.
Sami,
Sami Zayn is gonna have that backstage promo. They're gonna ask him
yeah.
how is he gonna overcome, and he's going to say, "I will be a world heavyweight champion," and everybody's gonna go ballistic. The music is gonna hit, and he's gonna win from number one. I see the vision already. Like, you're right. But this is WWE booking. This is
You
WWE
got so
booking.
many. Nah, Nate. I gotta see what else you got under that shit, bro. What else you got? Because I
Hey,
literally saw
appreciate you,
140.
Jody Uso. We're gonna get some other people on here, but you know, hey.
All right, I'll catch
Oh, this is an
y'all
old
later.
joke.
Nate, Mo,
It's an
and G
old joke.
Baby.
All right, dog.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
Catch y'all later.
oh my gosh.
Hey,
It's
I'm
an
talking
old
about
joke.
right
I don't
now,
know if y'all
man.
remember this.
Oh,
G-Baby
yeah,
cut
when
the
he had the haircut.
beat.
When he had the haircut.
Oh god.
Oh man.
What's going
What's
on,
good,
man?
fellas?
What you doing?
Good, Nate. It's good,
No
bro.
doubt.
No, it's good, G baby.
Was
What's
good.
going
Was
on?
good.
How you? What you got? You got some smoke? You got something you want to get off? Or you just got a hot take? What's going on, man?
All right. Well, I do got one hot take I want to talk about.
Talk
And
to me.
I'll-
What's up?
I want to talk about it with y'all.
Golf.
So I rewatched both shows, and in terms of the match quality and the overall show itself, I think WrestleMania 38 is better than WrestleMania 30. Yes, the world. Yes, the main event of night 2 and the SmackDown Women's titles were terrible, but everything on the show was actually really good.
He's kind of got a point.
I don't.
WrestleMania 38. It's not a bad Mania.
I don't.
It's not a
It
bad
just
Mania
ended-
at all.
It's just night
It's a
2
good
ended,
Mania.
unfortunately. But like 38, you had the Sami Zayn
Night one was
Jackass
great.
match, which
Night
wasn't
was
that
So
bad.
good.
Stone
Amazing.
Cold and
Yeah.
Kevin Owens
Good
was
match.
bad too. Like especially that was the main
Good
event.
main
y'all.
event.
That was the main event.
That was a
Like,
Austin
good
took
main
a bump
event.
on, bro. Oh my god, he took a bump
yeah,
on
bro. They
Concrete.
had a
Cody came
full
back?
With that
match.
neck.
Yeah,
Bro.
Cody did come back.
And he had
What
a
else happened on that show?
banger with Seth.
Hey, I've been saying
Yeah.
30 the most overrated all time, so I don't really shit.
I was about to say that too, but yeah.
That 30 is the most over. Not bad.
You know
WrestleMania.
what's
I
crazy?
still got it like
30
Fringe top 10.
could have been great if they just
Everything in
changed
between
two
30
decisions.
was just filler.
If they would have just made
Word.
if they would have just had Bray Wyatt win,
I think I
that's the
would have
first
hated it a lot.
that they
More.
could have changed. I think that's the first decision.
That's one
I mean,
thing.
but a lot of things leading in also changed because CM Punk left. Like, there's a lot of things
Right.
leading in that
Right.
change. So, like, Daniel Bryan and Triple H was good, but it was like also unnecessary. Like, you should have just had Daniel Bryan win the Rumble. Like, I get you brought back Batista, but like, or
Bro,
you
it
should have
was so
brought back
simple.
Batista heel too. Like, they brought
30
him back
was
as
so
a baby.
simple. Brock Batista, Shield Wyatts, Bryan and Orton don't need to change that. Cena Undertaker. That's it. Easy ass WrestleMania card, but they wanted to complicate shit and put Batista in the main event. When he literally was like, just bring him back as a
2014.
heel, and they didn't. I feel bad for
2014.
Batista.
And wait, y'all remember what the card was supposed to be? It was supposed to be Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus again.
Jesus.
Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus
Sheamus
again.
is crazy, bro.
Yeah, running
Or
that back
Sheamus is
was devious
insane,
work.
bro.
Yeah, running that
Nasty.
back is devious work. I'm not gonna lie. Running that back is devious work.
Nasty.
I'm not gonna lie. They would have did the same spot too. They would have did the same spot too. Granted, he would have kicked
What?
out, but they would have did the same bro kick spot.
Oh, the one from
Start of
the
the
Monday
match.
Night Raw.
No, the one from the other
Oh,
WrestleMania. They
you're
fought.
talking about 28. I thought you meant like the mid-air bro kick he did on this.
No.
one.
I'm talking about the like at the start of the match, bro kick. And
Yeah.
Michael Cole.
I mean, it would have been a good match.
He's
It would've
gonna
been a
do
great
it
match.
again. But
It would have been a
it's not
great
working.
match.
So,
Ew.
all right, we can what's that say? We're about to compare cards. I know it's gonna be weird because it's 2 nights. One's 2 nights, one is 1 night.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's really
Yeah,
hard.
but we'll take that
Ranking those
conversation.
two manias.
So first, I'm not counting the pre-show.
Yeah, of course.
Daniel Bryan beat Triple H just to start a WrestleMania 30. Obviously, Bryan would go on to be on the triple threat in the main event. The Shield beat the old niggas from the Attitude Era about 3 minutes. Cesaro won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which was a really cool moment. I enjoyed the Battle Royal. It was pretty cool. Cena and Bray Wyatt. Yeah, at the time. That was the only time we cared about that Battle Royal. Cena defeated Bray Wyatt. Good, solid match. Ending should have been different.
Wrong decision.
Bray should have won. Brock Lesnar and Undertaker had a
terrible match, terrible decision.
Boring
Terrible
match.
terrible
25 minutes. A concussed Undertaker. Yeah.
That went 25 minutes?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And Undertaker was concussed.
That match is
like 13, bro.
Bro, 15 maximum, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think Batista taken like 15.
And depending on how you look at it, Brock breaking the streak was either really good or really bad.
Bad.
AJ Lee won that invitational, just throwaway match. And then obviously you have the banger triple threat. That match was awesome. You had 2 really good matches on this show. Everything else was fine or just.
So what was that? 9 matches? 10 matches?
No, it's like 6.
Like 8.
Oh,
6?
7. 7 total matches.
That's a short WrestleMania card.
All right, then WrestleMania 38. Oh man, what did it take here? Oh, here we go.
It was 2 nights, but we'll take that context.
2 nights. So first you had the unfortunate Rick Boots injury started off the show, so the Uso tag team match didn't get to cook all that much. So and Drew McIntyre, Happy Corbin had a nice little match. Drew McIntyre kicked out at the end of days, and nobody.
Yeah, that was the first time. Yeah, and nobody cared.
Yeah, nobody gave a fuck.
I knew that was gonna be. I knew that was gonna be their WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, I knew that too. But
I knew that.
Yeah, but no one cared.
Now,
Miz and Logan Paul defeated the Mysterios.
Cutting the rope with a sword.
Yeah, I remember
that was that feud where he was chasing him around with the sword. Oh my god.
Yeah. The Miz and Logan Paul defeated Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. That was a good match. I enjoyed that match. That was a good first showing. Oh,
Paul's first match in WWE.
Bianca and Becky. A lot of people consider
elite,
the greatest women's match in WrestleMania history. So that right there. Then you had Cody and Rollins. Okay, yeah, that's
okay
as well. And Charlotte Ronda. That went 18 minutes. Oh hell, that shit's ass.
Jeez.
And then you had the Stone Cold match. That's night 1. So on night 1, how are we looking? How we looking night 1 compared to?
There's only one. There's only one
great.
stinker.
So.
I think that Charlotte Ronda match you can kind of whatever.
Just and the opener technically, but
that's logistics. That's
yeah.
So those 7 matches versus WrestleMania 31. Which one we going with?
I'm taking 38-9-1. I'm taking 38-9-1.
38.
They just don't have They just don't have the moment that 30 had.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
but the match quality.
Match quality wise, we'll go 38.
All right, night 2. We got Arcade Bro beat the Street Profits, Alpha Academy. Also, Gable Steveson had his little WrestleMania moment. Bobby Lashley beat Omos in a okay match. Yeah. Johnny Knoxville beat Sami Zayn. One of Sami's best matches ever. That match, incredible. That's probably my favorite match out of this entire card. Sasha Banks and Naomi won their Fatal 4-Way tag match. Whatever. It's a women's tag division. Edge defeated AJ Styles in
that disappointed the fuck out of me. Oh my
god.
Sheamus, Jesus. We're in for a little bit more. Sheamus, Rich Holland, they beat the New Day. When they were dressed like Big E after he broke his neck.
Dressed like Big E.
Mr. McMahon beat Pat McAfee. Or Pat McAfee beat Austin Theory, then Mr. McMahon beat Pat McAfee. That whole segment. And then Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I ain't gonna lie.
And it's so
30 clears. 30 clears night 2. Night 2.
Yeah.
Easily. You know what I just realized? You know what I just realized? If they would have never took the title off of Big E, he'd probably still be wrestling right now. Because then he wouldn't have been in that New Day feud.
So that's like the butterfly effect. That is probably the biggest example. One of the biggest examples of the butterfly effect in wrestling is Roman. If Roman didn't get COVID, like how everything would have panned out. Brock wouldn't be champion.
So different.
Seth would be champion. Big E wouldn't have gone back to New Day because I'm sure he would have feuded with Seth going into WrestleMania. So he wouldn't have had that match with Rich Holland.
Which means
who knows what would have happened with and who knows? I don't think Roman beats Brock. I think Brock would have beat Roman that night.
That's the
Because why
only
would they
thing
run that?
That's the
Why would you
only
run that?
thing I'm
That's
fairly
true.
confident Roman still would have won. Because I
No,
don't.
man, why would you run that?
Because the only reason why I'm still fairly confident that Roman Reigns still would have won that match is because we were just getting back to fans getting back.
Right.
Like we were just getting back to that.
That yeah.
And so
But-
I think they would have kept Roman as champion because Brock wasn't going to be there like that. At least
That was gonna be
Roman
the
still
mini
at this
match
time,
too.
but Roman still at this time was there every week. Maybe obviously he didn't wrestle every week, but he was still there every week. I think Roman
but
was going
they-
to three-peat Brock. I think Roman was going
but
to
they-
three-peat Brock.
But they made Brock champ anyway, so I feel like they just
I
said,
think
"Fuck
that's
it,
because
we'll
they-
just put
I
that."
think they
That was a
did
whole
that
butterfly
because they
effect.
said, "Fuck, we need something big on the show because Roman's not here anymore." What's big? Boom, Brock wins, and then we can do the title unification later. But I think Roman was always going to win that match.
So much changes.
I don't know.
off that one-
I don't know. I
off
feel
the-
like
Because I
feel like Roman-
think
Roman
Paul
was
Heyman
too
siding with Paul Heyman siding with Brock was just a last minute decision.
No, there's a lot. There's a lot of what ifs. That would have been a WWE Unreal episode. I would love to see.
That is
That's
something
a
I'd
good
actually
point.
watch.
Also, somebody said who would have Cody faced at Mania?
Would have faced, yeah, because Seth was going to win that title.
Seth. He definitely would have faced Seth next year. It would have been Cody Seth at WrestleMania 39 for sure.
For the
No, but I'm
WWE
talking
title.
about at 38. Who
Yeah.
would his return match?
Well,
be?
when Cody returns, like, what does he do?
Kevin Owens, but he has Stone Cold, so that's hard. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good
Yeah, but did Stone Cold only happen because they had to change the
Because-
yeah. That
Cody didn't get signed till February either. So damn, so much changes, bro.
yeah,
so much,
that's what
yeah.
I'm saying, bro. Like,
so much changes.
do we get Kevin Owens Stone Cold? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, someone
Did we
said
get
there was a
Kevin Owens
report
on?
that Roman was going to be a face. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought there was a report that he's going to be a face.
Ew.
I think.
Why?
Yeah, I think Vince. Vince probably would have turned him back because he was trying to get the Roman Reigns that he wanted all along. That's probably why.
Well,
Have Roman
he's getting it
lose,
now.
get some sympathy. Yeah, he's getting it now, but he ain't there because he ain't.
no, I'm not gonna lie.
he-
Brock beating
they make
Tribal
that shit.
Chief Roman at the time would have been.
Oh, that would
That
have
would have been one of the worst.
But it sounds like a Vince thing to do.
It does.
It really does. It really does.
What do you think? True. What you think?
That's probably why. Yeah.
What you think would have happened?
That would have been sick work. I'm gonna be free.
Nasty.
Yeah, like I guarantee you, Roman was probably like,
But-
"Yeah, that doesn't work for me, brother."
He got a fake
I'll
test.
say
He
I
got a
wouldn't
fake
blame
COVID
him. I
test.
wouldn't have blamed him.
He's like Vince. I got
Hey, he probably went to the doctor. He probably went to his doctor like, "Yo, I usually don't ask people, but I'm gonna need a positive COVID test. I'm gonna need you to."
Tristan makes a
I'm gonna
good
need
point
you
in
to
the
go ahead
chat
and say
too.
it's positive, man.
That does make the 22 Rumble look even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the worst
Yeah.
Rumble pay per view
fuck,
by
bro.
far. By
Well, that
far.
happened after day
I'm
one,
glad I
right?
missed that. Yeah.
Oh,
Huh?
because also
Yeah, it was after day one.
too, Brock won the title, and
Lost
Bobby
to
got
Lashley.
hurt in the elimination chamber. He was
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
because didn't Bobby beat Brock and then lost it again in the elimination chamber because he wasn't able to
Yeah,
defend
because he
it?
was hurt.
And they said,
Yeah, he was
they
hurt.
took it off of him because he wasn't going to be ready for Mania. And then what did they do? Brought him back the week before to face Omos. Oh my god, that agitated my soul because I'm like, you should have just left him off the card if that was the case. Because they were going to run Big E. They were going to run Big E Bobby again at Mania. That was what it was supposed to be. When Bobby beat Brock, yes, because we knew Brock was going back to Roman. So when Bobby beat Brock for the title, it was like, okay, we're gonna run Bobby and Big E
COVID
again.
really did save Roman's legacy. COVID saved
Yeah,
Roman's
Roman-
legacy
Roman.
twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Man, damn, bro.
Roman
Yeah, that's
better
one of
send a
those
fucking
things
Christmas
that-
card.
We'll probably never know unless
Yeah.
a documentary comes out with everybody involved. But even still, you know how WWE is. They gonna
Yeah,
they
they
gonna
don't
say
lie.
something, but they ain't gonna say everything.
Yeah.
The Rock's gonna come in there and say some bullshit like he was involved.
It's like, this
Right,
is mine.
right. And then they're gonna recut it. You know what I mean? Hey, but V, you got any last hot takes or anything you want to get off your chest before we get on the next person?
Someone said they got smoke for us. But all right, let's see.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna find out.
Subscribe to No Name.
Hey,
They the goats.
you heard the man. Subscribe to No Name, man. Appreciate you. We gonna get some more
Sasuke.
people
They
in.
deserve it. Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
of course,
sir.
man. You be easy.
Nice chatting with y'all.
I'm gonna get this super chat out the way. Shout out Damn Shy once again. $4.99.
Shout
Hot
out.
take: Trick, Oba, and Javon is match of the year. Burr.
No.
Burr.
Nah.
It's not.
Nah,
It's
this is
not
great
match of the
match.
year.
Not match of the year.
It's
Not
not
even
match of
NXT
the
match
year,
of
but
the year.
it's in the contender. Like that's not crazy to say.
I don't even think
I
it's
don't
top
think
five.
I
It's
wouldn't
it was
put
match
it
of the
as
night.
match of the year. I wouldn't put
Match
it
of
as
the night.
match of the year, but I mean, let's be
They
real.
said
How many
Roman
main
might
roster?
not be top
Are
20.
there any main roster matches you're taking over that triple threat?
The two
What?
triple threats at Mania.
Yes, for sure.
I know
Punk
Roman.
Gunther.
What other
Match of the year,
triple
I
threat are you
think
talking about? What other triple threat are you talking about other than the Roman?
EO,
The
Bianca,
women's
and,
and
yeah, and
the
Rhea.
women's for the world title.
Whoa. Got you.
And
Punk
I'm
and
biased
Gunther.
towards Cena and
I
Cody
get it.
personally.
I
I'm
get
biased
it.
as fuck towards that match.
Oh, the SummerSlam match.
I'm
that shit
so
was
biased
epic.
towards that match.
That shit was
Yeah,
epic,
that
bro.
shit was epic.
That
Bro, when
shit
Cena
literally
came up,
It still
Bro.
felt a little. It still felt a little anticlimactic at the end, but I get it. Because I guess I
knew
was just
Cody
expecting
winning.
more.
I had no doubt.
I was expecting more. That's why.
But it was good. No, that
I
was
match,
expecting
that
a
match
heel
almost
turn.
had me. That match
Yeah.
kept me until they
Bro,
broke.
because I thought it was just random on a random Raw or SmackDown. He just on babyface
turns babyface.
I was like,
I wasn't upset,
okay.
but it was bad storytelling. It was bad storytelling.
Io versus
That's
Rhea
why I
is a contender as well.
Oh,
That match
TLC
is
tag as
incredible.
well. I forgot about that.
Oh
TLC
yeah,
tag.
with Naomi cashing in, yeah, okay. And then we ain't even talked about AEW,
Bro,
because obviously Hangman.
Yeah, Rhea versus
Hangman.
oh my god, Hangman and Ospreay. That was incredible.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
that
Best
as well.
match of the year. The triple
my
threat,
one. Hangman and
Kenny
Mox.
versus Ricochet versus Takeshita. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was
Another incredible triple threat.
Oh,
Sure,
okay,
triple
well,
threats have been crazy good.
Yeah. So yeah, fair enough. All right, let me get the next person up here.
Yeah, next
I'm
person.
just going, like I said, I'm going to
Free bro.
here to
Sending
speak.
it.
Are you? Oh, your camera's just turned. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna here to speak. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you can you turn your camera like to the side or something? So, oh, okay. I have a better angle now. I was a little worried at first. Yeah, but you might need to turn your camera to the side, like flip your phone so it can fit the phone. So you might have to turn off screen rotation and then.
There you go.
So turn off your screen rotation first, and then there we go. That's
Hell yeah!
All right, here to speak the truth. What truth you got for us, man?
All right, can y'all hear me though?
Yeah.
Okay. Off the rip, man. Off the rip. The previous guys that was coming up, they was cool, but they wasn't giving the energy, man. G Baby said, bring the smoke. I'm gonna bring the smoke.
We the
I'ma
street
bring the
puffers.
smoke.
We want the smoke.
Hey, for sure. Mo don't really be saying nothing too crazy. I feel like Mo don't talk a lot. He don't be saying nothing too crazy. Well, I don't.
What do I be saying?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, what do you be saying? Let me know. I feel like he don't be talking a lot, so he don't. I don't know. But
he just be eating IHOP and shit.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
But Nate, man.
What's up?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was watching the SummerSlam recap, right? I'm watching the SummerSlam recap, and Brock Lesnar returns, right? And I understand it's a nasty moment. But when you said you named a couple wrestlers like what they can bring more than Brock Lesnar.
Don't say it, bro.
And
don't
you
say
said
it, bro.
Jey Uso, bro. Lost me.
I knew you was going there. I knew you was going. I see the comments.
Talk to him.
Now, as a wrestling fan, I can understand, bro. Jey Uso has climbed the ranks. You know, he became the guy. I can understand, but I can relate to G Baby. Once he got the title, it wasn't good, bro. It wasn't good, bro.
So my point.
Go ahead, Nate.
I was gonna say my point with all that, right? Because I saw it. I went on Twitter on a little burner, and I saw it.
Okay.
I saw people what they were saying because Minnie sent it to me, so I was like, shit, let me check it out. And I saw a couple comments. I was like, damn, bro. All right. I was heated. I was just naming off top guys. I understand Jey Uso isn't like he doesn't bring things that Brock Lesnar can bring to the ring. My point is that he is a draw essentially, and you don't. If you have Jey Uso on the card, people are going to come to see the show. They literally just want to eat, and that's it. And that's what was my point. Okay. Brock is obviously leagues ahead of Jey Uso. In a lot.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's like okay.
So I think his overall point was that we don't need Brock and we have other.
Yeah, we don't need Brock.
We don't.
Yeah, we got this. We don't need to be smacked. We got this. We be all right. The fans in attendance, they'll be all right doing this.
Now I get you have the perfect like go away story, like perfect send off. But y'all really think Brock is like it's over, like it's no more, like we shouldn't. He's done. His purpose is done.
There's only one thing.
There's not much he can do for me to.
There's only one thing I wanted to see him come back for, and that was Gunther.
That's the only thing.
That'd be my mini match.
Really want to see
it easily could have been done after Roman, but then they brought him back for Cody. Sure, and then he shook Cody's hand. He literally passed the torch. Like what else do you need to do? For a nostalgia match that we didn't even really care for.
Yeah.
They've never had good matches.
Granted, the Extreme Rules match and the Killing Super Cena match, I think those were good. The Extreme Rules one was just a bad decision.
They're what Jay called them spectacles.
Right.
They weren't 5-star classics. They were spectacles.
Yeah, they weren't 5-star classics, but I thought the Extreme Rules one was good. Just Cena winning was stupid. And then when he killed Super Cena, that was a spectacle. Like, because Cena even said it himself. He just beat the streak. He cannot come in here which makes actually a lot of sense. He cannot come in here with me and have a competitive match. He needs to destroy. I thought that was great. Because then the follow-up match that Cena had, because if y'all remember, a lot of people don't talk about this. The rematch that Cena had, where like he was going through like all he was thinking about Brock Lesnar, that was actually a really good 50-50 match. But then Seth Rollins called the DQ. Like that match had me thinking, they might give it back to Cena now. But they told a good story. They had the legends there, and John Cena came in. He was a lot more serious. He German suplexed David Otunga like 16 times or whoever it was, right? Like it was somebody. He had to squash that. I don't know if it was David Otunga.
I remember it's 2014.
There was somebody he had squash matches. There was somebody he had squash matches where all he did was do the same thing Brock Lesnar did to him, right? So
I remember that. I remember that though. Yeah.
A lot of people don't talk about that, right? But it's just like, I think he served his purpose, unless he was coming back for Gunther. And honestly, I only want him to do it for the IC title. Once Gunther became world champion, I'm like, we're probably off this. Like, and then they pulled him from last year's Mania. So I was like, we're kind of off so crazy. Right. Like, 40 was the time to do it. If you weren't going to do it at 40, at this point, it's over with. So I think that's my issue with Brock. I think it's just, for what? Like, of all things he could have came back for, Cena? Like, if you were going to come back, why
that's
Cena?
Crazy.
Like,
Cena. And did he even explain himself?
No.
He's literally just been F5ing a super.
Classic Brock Lesnar. He did the same thing when he came after Omos.
And Cody.
It was Cody.
There was no explanation ever for the attack.
Because I hate when people try to like infer. And I'm like, you can infer, but still tell us the story.
It's still
like,
bad.
It's cool to
I've
infer,
inferred, but it's still bad.
It's cool to infer, but eventually we need a storyline explanation. The inference that everybody was making is, Brock is mad at Cody that Cody didn't win, so now he can't challenge for the Universal title or something. Because that was the deal. If he lost to Brock, he couldn't challenge for the. If Brock lost to Roman, he could never challenge for the championship. Well, the SummerSlam match, it was
that's
like
a good inference, but that wasn't mine.
Well, that's what people were saying. That's not me. That's what people were saying. They were like, remember, if he lost at SummerSlam, he could never challenge for the title. So he was mad at Cody. He didn't get the job done. And I'm like, then why didn't he attack every other person that didn't get the job done? LA Knight didn't get the job done. We didn't see a Brock Lesnar at 5.
My inference was like Brock testing Cody. That was my inference.
That was mine too.
That was my inference.
Yeah,
that was what
that's
the story
not his character.
I mean, shaking his hand isn't either.
It's not. I feel like I feel like Brock really just I think Brock hates Roman so much that he was like, I'm gonna get Cody ready for this match to dethrone Roman. I think that was his mindset. That's what I thought. I was like, all right, you're the guy.
Right.
Yeah. Once Cody shook Brock's hand, I was like, yeah, Cody's the guy. Like that's.
I knew Cody was the guy when he came back. I was just
I
like,
cannot
yeah,
believe
that's
Brock
supposed
and
to be
Roman
Roman.
really had a freaking. I cannot believe Brock and Roman really had a 9-year feud, bro. That's freaking crazy.
Oh, brother.
Is their best match still 31? Is that their best match?
In my opinion, yeah.
It's either that or the
31?
SummerSlam one. The SummerSlam one was actually
Yeah.
really good, but it's
31
the
was
first one or the
good.
last one. It's the first one or the last one. I think
Yeah, everything
38
was
could have
like
been.
a whole-
I think 38 could have been better, but Roman got hurt because this was the first time
Yeah.
we really got to see Brock and Roman as like tribal chief Roman. But Roman freaking messed up his shoulder. He couldn't even lift up the title. And Brock, credit to him, he kept him safe. He was like, all right, let's end it here. But it was the first time we saw tribal chief. But yeah, the first one and the last one. Everything else is like, geez.
31
It's a
just
fever
entirely from bell to bell is perfect. Just
right.
From just them two.
Like
and
if
then you
Roman,
start
like if
catching
Roman
matches.
would have won, if Roman would have won 31, I think a lot of people would have left that night like, okay, I'm not mad at it anymore. Like, okay, this is
It
good.
would have been a good. It would have been a solid.
No, okay,
Solid.
okay.
It'd been very
Obviously, we would have had to see the reign after. But I don't think because remember going in, people were like,
He was
got
booed in
booed.
that match, though. Yeah,
Why
he was
are we
booed.
doing
He was
that?
getting booed in that match.
But then they started cheering him at the end.
A little bit. That babyface comeback.
It started changing. That's what I'm saying. If they would have won, if Roman would have won at that moment, I think it would have been kind of like a wait and see. I think he would have had a short reign, but I think they would have seen like, okay, I'm willing to give this a chance. Because I don't think Seth Rollins was ready either, but he just cashed in. Like if we keep it a buck, Seth Rollins wasn't really ready either. That's why they put him with the Authority. That's why they had Triple H. I don't think Seth Rollins was ready, but he had to cash in, and he was a heel. So
It wasn't
okay.
as bad as Roman. I think that's what I think that's what it was. I
Well,
don't think it
that's
was as bad as
because
Roman.
I just think when I look back on it, I feel like Seth Rollins, he was definitely because he was a heel. I think if you have a champion that's not ready, it's a lot easier to give him the title as a heel than a
Digest when
babyface.
they're a heel. Yeah.
Yeah, because as a heel, you can just chop it up to him being annoying. He's supposed to be annoying you, right? And especially the way he won it, heist of the century. He probably would. I mean, he just lost to Randy Orton that night, right? He just lost to Randy Orton that night. So I definitely
They literally
would've
decided to
given him
cash
a
in
little bit
right
better
after that.
chance. Yeah, they did.
That
Yeah, which
came to the table right after that.
literally. Hey, shout out Vince.
Genius.
Hey, when he
Genius.
hit, Vince be hitting, but he was just so much.
That
bad.
music hit, boy. Ooh.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Baby
I was like,
man.
what?
Now, G baby, bro, I gotta be honest with you, bro. Gotta be honest, bro. Gotta be honest.
You gotta
Yeah,
lose.
speak the truth, man.
I think you are. No, I'm be honest. You are really high on Roman, like his ranking, ranking. I think you think he's like at worst like 5 to 6, maybe 5. In my opinion,
At worst, he's 6. At worst, he's 6.
At worst, he's 6.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think. I don't think.
Because
he's
at
six,
worst,
bro.
he's
I don't
6.
think he's
But
six.
to me, he's 5.
Six,
To me,
bro.
so I'll clarify for anybody who don't know right now.
Or she's like 8.
To me, he's 5 or 6. I flip flop every day, and the only reason why is because I have gained in the last couple of years a much bigger appreciation for Shawn Michaels.
There we
Like
go.
a much bigger appreciation. So for me, Stone Cold, Cena, Undertaker, he's never going to surpass. He's never going to surpass those.
No chance.
Right? And then, did I miss a name? What name did I
HBK?
miss?
Sean himself.
Oh yeah, and so then Shawn would be 4. Shawn would be 4. Roman at that point would be 5. And if you want to drop him, and this is just like me not trolling. I know we troll about that bald fraud now. But if people still have The Rock ahead of him, I disagree. But I'm not going to argue.
What about Hogan?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This is a
Hogan too.
This is a non-biased list. Hogan is the one I'm forgetting. A non-biased list, Hogan is in it. But we know about Hogan. I don't rank that dude. I don't rank Hogan no more. As far as I'm concerned, that's a fever dream, right? He's like Wilt to me at this point, right? But if we do non-biased, if we just look at the wrestling and don't look at who they are,
What was crazy?
Hogan is in that.
Okay.
So, but that's why I said at worst to me he's 6. But like real talk, I have him at 5.
So in your
And I
opinion,
flip
though,
flop every day.
so in your opinion, there's a world where he catches Sean or surpasses him?
So what I said, where I thought I would elevate him higher than 5, is if his babyface run gave me the same elite storytelling without the title. Problem is, boy's been PTO too much. I thought he was gonna be around just a little bit more, and he's been PTO too much. So he gave me but everything he's done, other than since he lost the title, everything he's done to me has been peak story. It's just he's not around enough, so I can't move him up. Because like the second CM Punk stuff.
Okay, that was good.
The second CM Punk stuff, that to me was amazing story. I think all 3 of them played their part masterfully. Right? I think especially the way the match ended and the story they told, masterful. I thought that was beautiful peak. That was the only thing good to me on night 1 of 41. Right? Amazing. I think the stuff that he's doing now, granted it's still technically the same feud, but like the spin-offs where he's making Bronson Reed look good and he's making Braun Breaker look like a savage and this, that, and the third, and the inevitable stuff he's gonna do with Jey Uso and the eventual one-on-one match he'll have with Seth. I think all of that is great stuff. I'm genuinely invested, and I think a lot of the storytelling he's doing is still really, really good. But if he was around more, like I wanted him to be, then I would have been like, let me see what you do without this title. But he's not around enough, so he's probably not going to catch Sean. But I'm not gonna lie, there's days where I wake up and I'm like, man, give me Tribal Chief, man. Give me Tribal Chief. I don't care. But like realistically though, he's probably like more often than not, he doesn't pass Sean. But after Cena, Sean, Stone Cold, and Taker, probably take a Tribal Chief over everybody else. I'm not gonna hold you. Probably take a Tribal Chief over everybody else. And the people like right up under him would be like Rock, Triple H, Edge, and then like there's like a little bit of a gap after that. Like I don't think anybody else I'm gonna put in like close. Like don't talk to me about Eddie. Don't talk to me about Brett. Don't talk to me about Chris Jericho. Yeah, like don't talk to me about none of this. No, don't talk. Now, if we do outside of WWE, we take everybody's career. This is a completely different conversation. Like a completely
100%.
But just WWE, don't talk to me about them niggas.
Yeah. Okay. And let me ask this, man. Do you trust Triple H to book this babyface run? Like, do you know? Because in my opinion,
he's not the one booking it. He's not the one booking it.
He's not the one booking it.
Oh, Paul.
I don't think. Yeah, I think this is all Paul. I think everything Bloodline has been Paul with a dash of Triple H. But I think everything Bloodline has been Paul with a dash of Triple H. If I'm being 100. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand y'all, bro.
So only Roman on WWE programming. That's not Triple H, right? And that's not Triple H.
Most of it is not.
I think he has some input.
I believe.
Yeah, I think
there's some input.
I think Paul. I think what he's trying to say is Paul has a lot of creative control over this story, and pretty much Triple H has 5%.
And I think the most input Triple H has ever put in is when CM Punk and Seth got involved. I think ever since Triple H took over creative, I think the most input he put in was more recently after he lost the title.
Okay.
Like, I think it was a Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns call to win at 39.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
Oh, that was a Vince call.
That
was a Vince call.
Vince was still here.
That was the night he came back.
Damn.
Why did Finn Balor happen?
No, I think that was more Paul Heyman.
No. Actually,
there was a little report. There was an actual report last year that came out. Vince was the one that changed because Cody was going to win, and Vince was like, "No, let's save it."
I heard that. I heard that. I was playing like 4 weeks in advance.
I think I seen that.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I heard Nate that they changed it last minute, but everything else that got changed on night 2, like Finn Balor was supposed to win, all of that got changed for sure.
Mm-hmm. So can I ask all y'all though, man?
Like Jay Cutler.
Can I ask all y'all though, man? Where do y'all like see this company though? Like in like 10, 15 years, like Who do y'all think we have to rely on? To
Logan Paul.
Wait. Who do you think we have to rely on as far as like superstars?
NXT.
I guess like who's gonna be who do we? Because me personally, I'm not the highest on Triple H, bro. I don't trust him past Roman, past Cody, past Seth to build up another credible star, bro. I feel like everybody's title reign today is terrible. I just Triple H just don't be hitting, bro. I think we gotta be honest, bro.
The only one I trust him with is Rhea Ripley. Obviously, that's his fucking baby, fucking prized possession. That's his mommy. He loves her. Braun Breaker, I trust Triple H with Braun Breaker. It's very hard to mess up Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
Like it's
if you mess
like,
up Braun Breaker, I'm not gonna lie.
Vince wouldn't even mess up. Let's just be real. Vince wouldn't even mess up Braun Breaker. Like it's a layup. It's literally a layup.
It's a layup. It's a layup. But I just feel like with Rhea, he don't book her the best that he should. It's always going back to the title.
But she's always gonna be. But she's always gonna be over. So that's the reason.
I mean, she's finally doing a story away from it.
Outside
but the point of the story is Asuka's distracting her from the world title scene. That's literally what it is.
Is that the story?
Well, the truth. I'm being facetious. The story is Io. It's really an Io story. Io doesn't want the help of the Kabuki Warriors, but will gladly take the help of Rhea Ripley. Asuka doesn't like that. It's kind of like, what, are we not good enough for you? That's really.
I mean, Asuka got a point. I'd be pissed off too. Like,
yeah, literally. But
Io people.
Yeah,
like,
Io keeps
like this.
Like Io keeps telling the Kabuki Warriors to stay back. I got to do this on my own. But every time she's on a disadvantage, Rhea Ripley, here comes the brutality.
It's because she want to smash. That's why.
That's crazy.
That's why.
That's crazy. But but speak the truth before I let you out of here. I just want to say I feel like creatively, have we trusted him a lot recently? No. I think he's got to earn a little bit more of that good faith. But I think they'll be fine. Because again, there's a couple layups that's really hard to miss. And let's be real. How many times does Seth keep saying he's the future of this industry? He'll be saying that for another 10 years. Cody's still here. And then you got like your Oba Femis that eventually are gonna come up. You got a couple people in the waiting that like, again, they're layups. So
oh man.
I was going to on my one last hot take before I go.
Go ahead.
This is a real hot take. In my personal opinion, Cena and Punk Money in the Bank, that is not a top 5 Cena match. I feel like the storyline is carried.
Yeah.
Let him finish.
We gotta let him finish, bro. No, I'm kidding with this. I'll let you finish. I did say I would boot people off.
That was great.
That's funny as hell.
Okay, so then let me. So if that is not a top 5 Cena match, I need to hear the 5 before.
In my personal opinion, okay, can I count multi-man matches?
I mean, it's a Cena match.
Sure.
Okay. Cena and HBK on Raw.
Okay, that's fine.
Both the Styles matches at Rumble and SummerSlam.
Okay.
The Seth SummerSlam match.
Lost me.
Better than Money in the Bank.
Better than Money in the Bank. Are you talking about the one where who interfered? Who was the guy that interfered at the end? Is that the
Jon Stewart?
Jon Stewart? Is that the one you talking about?
Put that comment
that
up.
Ruined it.
Braxton's comment.
It could have been up there, but it ruined it. That could have been top 5 easily, bro. That shit is so, bro.
I know the ending is bad, bro. I just feel like maybe I need to watch it again. But when I watched the Cena Punk match, I feel like the storyline in the match and the ending kind of carries it, in my personal opinion.
You know what's crazy, bro?
But that's a big part of it.
He ain't the first person that I've heard with this take.
It's just everything that went into that match.
You're not the first person.
But okay,
you're not the first person.
Okay, but it's story. But you said you feel like it carries it, but you gotta understand, it was a story-driven match. It was still elite though. It was still
that match was
a story was
so good.
Like you gotta understand. Even though you can argue that maybe, let's say, bell to bell, even though it was all like, what's it called? It was all like spectacle matches. The Undertaker, Triple H the back-to-back Manias, right? They weren't the greatest, but it was so storyline driven. We still call
fantastic.
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about like bell to bell in ring because those are storyline matches. It's about the streak, and Shawn Michaels literally just retired the year before. So the no holds barred match was all story, but it's no holds barred. It's really hard to mess up no holds barred matches. And then you have Hell in a Cell, which again, it's really hard to mess up Hell in a Cell. You got to pull a 2019.
I was about to say
you got to pull a 2019.
They've done that plenty of times. They've done it plenty of times.
Right. And that was in Vince's later years. No, like the only way to mess up a Hell in a Cell is to have a
Kennel from Hell.
Right? But that was a storyline-driven match. That's still one of the greatest kickouts, if not the greatest kickout ever
of all time.
That's a storyline-driven match.
Insane.
Storyline-driven match. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if I can really tax it for that because again, granted, at the time, I think nobody knew that he resigned until he came back. He won. Well, obviously, the smart people was like, "Oh, he won the title." Clearly, he resigned. But going in, we thought, okay, he's gone. Whatever. He wins. We're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, now, granted, do we need John Laurinaitis running down there trying to ring the bell? No. We didn't need that.
Nah, but that was great too. That was great too.
But it was great though. We didn't need it, but it was
drama.
Great. So,
drama.
So what's your fifth one? Because you said that was 4. What's your fifth?
Yeah, you said 4. Yeah.
Oh, in my opinion, the greatest fatal 4-way ever, man. Backlash.
Backlash. I can't take it over.
I wouldn't put that over Cena, but that's a fantastic.
That's the best fatal 4-way in WWE history, in my opinion. But I don't know.
That match is so sure. Good,
what year was that?
Oh, 2007. That was my first ever pay-per-view I ever watched.
Nice. That match.
Well, we're gonna get you out of here. I don't know if you were speaking the truth on that one, brother. I don't know about all that. All right, you be.
I know.
All right, brother.
That's not the first time I heard that take either.
Yeah, people hate on Cena Punk sometimes. I don't
know why. They just try to be different. He said Cena Rollins.
I'll say in ring wise.
He said Cena Rollins
the Raw matches though.
That's wild.
That's wild.
What's going on, Noise? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I've been in this podcast a few times before. I don't know if you all saw me, but
I recognize you. Yeah, I recognize you, bro.
Yeah. So I think this was the perfect time for me to re-enter the podcast again because you were all just talking about WrestleMania 43 and so I am a citizen of Saudi Arabia, so this would be a great time, to get questions, to ask questions about, like, from my perspective as a wrestling fan, if you want.
Yes, for sure. Because I want to make sure we're clear, like what Mo said earlier. The true fans out there, we're sorry I were lumping
not
you
talking
into
about
this.
y'all. Yeah,
We're not talking about
you.
I personally want to sincerely apologize because I saw the videos that you all were mentioning on this podcast. I sincerely apologize. We did not mean it. Look, I apologize on behalf of the Saudi and Arab communities. We sincerely apologize for everything. Because there was some of the meme posts were in Arabic, right? I understood what they said. Please don't translate them. Please don't. For your sake.
I had people DMing me. Talking about I owe Saudi an apology. I was like, bro,
jeez,
I didn't even say nothing.
I've never got to that level. I've never got to that level of hate on a post where I started getting.
I love it.
Requests.
I invite it,
but I've definitely gotten.
Obviously,
I've gotten the go to the gym, stop yapping. That don't really bother me because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like,
I've gotten racism.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? You're right.
Nah, y'all were getting some wild ass posts on the comments, but I was severely disappointed by my people. I did not know they were going to be this bad about this. Like, it was not this serious. Like you all were just sharing your opinions about it. But from my perspective, I personally about this WrestleMania, I would say I'm, as a fan, I'm happy it's happening in my country. Like I can't say I'm not.
Good.
But I can definitely understand the concerns and the criticisms, and it makes sense. Especially in the extreme heat that the women especially are about to compete in, like it's very valid concerns and criticisms. It's not something that should be taken lightly or should be like brushed off like some of my own people would be doing so. And like but I understand completely where you all coming from with those criticisms. And I personally do hope that this WrestleMania at least delivers somewhat, despite all of the criticism. I really don't want them to mess it up, but the thing is that I mean, this is not something surprising either from my perspective too, because my country, has been actively trying to host these big sports events, from
Right.
all across all different sports, F1, like they've been trying to do and the World Cup. They've been trying to host all of the biggest sports events they can, and WrestleMania is no different. And and if we're being completely honest, yeah, it's to attract the tourists. They're gonna try and attract wrestling fans to come to Saudi Arabia. They're gonna try and say, hey, look, this is Riyadh season. These are all the attractions. These are all the theme parks. These are all the amazing location. Like it's clear that they're doing this because they have a huge vision for the country, which is like in for 2030 and everything. It's a huge vision for what we
Right.
want the future of Saudi Arabia to be, and tourism is a large part of that. And WrestleMania will, of course, be a part of that too. And I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they're gonna host more events
Oh yeah.
a big events of
Right,
caliber
right,
of
right.
Royal Rumble,
For
WrestleMania.
sure. For sure.
And I feel like with this, with WrestleMania now officially being hosted in Saudi Arabia, now like I feel like this is just like the beginning. I'm not going to be surprised if they have even like more than 2 shows a year in Saudi Arabia in the
Well,
future.
I wanted to ask, have you been to one since you are a citizen? Have you been to one like that came because they've been going there since when, like
2018.
2018, right? So have you been to any? Like, have you had the chance to go to any?
I only went to one, which was
Okay.
which was in Crown Jewel 2022.
So I want to. So since
You
you've
said
been,
Crown Jewel, my heart dropped.
yeah. It did too. I was like, ooh, I was like, ooh. But so I did want to ask.
2022.
Like,
Okay, that's a good show. Okay.
so that's what I wanted to ask because since you've been to one, I wanted to know like from your perspective, are we bugging when we say like the crowd suck or like and I'm not, again not trying to like go at your citizens, but
no. You are not wrong to assume that. Unfortunately, the crowds in Saudi Arabia are like they're a bit. You know how we always say the term top heavy when it comes to like how the current WWE card is booked. That's the way the fans react to like the crowd, like the shows, right? It's very a top heavy reacting crowd. Like they're gonna react to some of the biggest stars. They're gonna like when it comes to like how they react to like the big matches with big stars, they might even rival some of the European crowds. I'm not gonna lie to you. They could because they genuinely care about those like matches because they feature some of their favorite stars.
right.
But then it goes from up with the crowd reactions to down below when they finally have to care about like mid card matches, women's matches, tag matches, all these type of matches, right? And it only really are a few exceptions amongst the female talent that can really get the crowd to react properly. And as you mentioned before, Liv versus Becky was a match that should have gotten a much bigger reaction when it happened back last year, because that was obviously the Dom heel turn. Well, Dom finally becoming partners with Liv, but it didn't get that reaction. Now, I mean, last year in Crown Jewel, now there was some hope last year in Crown Jewel when the women's tag match happened, and I was not bugging because I didn't attend that like live, but I was hearing from my own 2 ears that the crowd was actually chanting, "This is awesome." So there was a bit of hope. There was a bit of hope. Like, okay, like they actually cared to chant "This is awesome" to a women's tag match.
Right.
But
Which is crazy.
then we regressed again this year with how they treated Jade. And I'm really worried for some of the black female talent over there because if they were treating Jade like that, I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
It's concerning, but that really is.
Yeah. So that's just our big concern because, like, bluntly stated, Crown Jewel, it's gotten better as of late, but like, it's Crown Jewel. Like, for a while, that show was non-canon. Like it wasn't even part of the WWE.
It was only,
like
I'd say
continuity.
I think it was. I feel like the reason why the shows prior to the pandemic were worse was because I feel like those shows were being monitored or like being supervised or like whatever, run by like or worked on with the Ministry of Sports. But then after the pandemic, there was an entirely different ministry working with the WWE on these shows, which was the Ministry of Entertainment. So there were two different ministries working. So I think that had something to do with quality, because I feel like the people working in the Ministry of Sports, they had no clue what they were saying. I mean, you said it yourself. They wanted Yokozuna back from the dead. Like, what were you asking for? Like,
That was crazy.
Keep up with the times, please. But now it's better. Yeah, I can't say it's not better. It's definitely better, but because again, we still have some pretty good PLE, like Night of Champions 2023. That was a pretty great PLE, all things considered. Like a lot of big things happened there. So but I can definitely see where those like the concerns come from, and I do hope by the time 2027 arrives, by the time any 43 arrives, maybe a lot of these problems will have been fixed, but I'm not going to hold my hopes up too high about that, unfortunately. But I do still hope that the crowd at least can definitely get better and treat the woman better, because we still have some way to go about that. But that's how it is.
Yeah, I know we talked about like all the ticket prices for TKO.
Mhm.
Do you plan on going to 43?
Hell no. No.
All right.
Hell.
Boy said, I don't care if it's in my country. Hell
no.
These people just said that they weren't gonna like have any more like deals for the families or something like that, like ticket deals for.
He did say that. That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was wild.
That is.
And this is
crazy to say.
2027.
Like, and this is now. Like, imagine 2 years later, what they're gonna do. Like, it's only. This is not a surprise too, because this is like you see the UFC right now. Like UFC marketing wise too is awful. Like, there's barely any like. Because I was a huge UFC fan back in like 2020 to 2021. Back in those days, like at least there was a lot more marketing. There were stars they were actually trying to like fighters. They were actually trying to push like market to people like that is a big deals. And in turn, they kind of created more bigger personalities for these fighters because they kept marketing them and kept featuring them in big deals and everything. Now they're not doing anything. They're not putting in any effort. And I'm worried that in like 5 years' time, when Roman's gone, Cody's gone, Randy's potentially gone, Palmer's potentially gone, who else is going to be there to go into these Saudi shows for people in the Saudi crowd to even care about them anymore? Because they're only really cheering for those guys that we know now that like are the top main eventers of this show.
I mean, what you mean? They can just go get Brothers of Destruction. Kane ain't doing nothing in Knoxville.
My God.
Kane ain't doing nothing in Knoxville. What you mean?
By the way, Shawn Michaels is having a double knee replacement surgery. He's coming back.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead, HBK.
Hey, Booker versus Booker.
That's a main event. Come on. Hey, the custody of WWE's creative on a pole match.
Hey, guess what? You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a double down, and then you're gonna hear no chance.
I was gonna say if you smell
no chance. No, you're gonna hear that, and then Rock's gonna go no chance.
Oh my god.
Oh man, we're gonna have the image of Rock and Vince shaking hands instead of Austin. Oh man.
But yeah, like it's really, oh my god.
The Rock has sold his soul to TKO and Vince McMahon.
Damn it, Rock! Why? You son of a bitch! Why?
Oh my god.
We're gonna get one more person in here, but I appreciate you giving your perspective. I mean, It's not very
Thank you,
often we
brother.
get people from another country on the show, so
Oh, yeah.
definitely
I mean,
appreciate you, man.
I think I came at the right time for this. So
Yes.
We appreciate you,
yeah.
for sure.
Stay
Appreciate
safe.
you, man. You easy.
To everyone, subscribe to No Name, please. Like their top
heard the
wrestling
man.
podcast.
You heard the man. You heard the dog. My guy.
Appreciate you,
See
man.
y'all.
Peace.
All right, this is gonna be our last one today before we get up out of here.
What up? What up?
DJ.
What up, dog?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Hey, G, I just want to say this: the last guy before the last guy, right? Now you got on me. You got on me when I said, right, AJ and Cena SummerSlam 16, right? Clear Cena and Punk, right?
I absolutely did get on you because it don't clear.
Clear.
I don't-
Crazy.
It don't clear.
It do clear. But I ain't gonna lie, that's better. Me saying that better than saying that it ain't top 5.
You turn your camera real quick.
My bad.
Oh yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on.
turn your
You
screen rotation.
Are you good now?
Yep. Yeah. Like turn your phone to
Just
the
like
side.
this. Horizontal. Yeah.
You gotta turn your screen rotation off first, and then you gotta turn your phone to the side.
Let me see like
Yeah.
that.
Go back to
Oh,
where
you had it. You had it. You had it. You had it.
Yeah,
Like
there
that?
we go.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So-
bad either way. It's like comparing a spoiled milk to spoiled orange
Nah,
juice. Like, it doesn't
that
matter.
second take is worse. That second take is worse. I'm not gonna lie.
How
Saying-
though?
Saying
I don't think
AJ,
Cena sets top 10.
saying AJ Cena at SummerSlam 16 clears Money in the Bank.
It's a crazy take in my opinion, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad.
Alright.
It's not
Yeah.
as bad.
I said right once Cena and AJ face, right? I said AJ might be his best in-ring opponent, right?
Yeah.
Right out of all his matches, I think AJ is his best in-ring opponent. So when I'm saying it clears, I'm not saying that Punk and Cena was bad. It wasn't. I'm just saying that.
But I don't think it clears because another aspect you got to take into
I see what you're saying.
is the story. And the reason why I say that, and people love to be like, oh, well, it's story driven. Last time I checked, this is still a TV show. Last time I checked, there's still a script. I don't care what's going on. I don't care how good of a match you had. Matches would not be cared about if there was no story.
Right.
What gets you to make you want to tune in is the story. Now, are there situations where we know this guy's great in ring, this guy's great in ring? Let's say they're doing a tournament. Okay, they're going to fight. Cool. Can't wait to see that match. But you are more invested in, for AEW's case, more willing to want to buy a pay-per-view when there's a great story behind it. As much as I think Hangman and Ospreay was an elite match, if that was just randomly something they did on TV, I wouldn't care as much. I'd still think it'd be a great match, but I would not care as much. But there were stakes behind it. There was a story behind it I could sink my teeth into, right? That's why I don't feel like you can say it clears, because even though AJ and Cena was elite and they had a good story, it ain't Punk and Cena. And it doesn't have an ending that Punk and Cena had. You literally can't. You can't recreate that. That unofficially, that is like a kickstart. Like we talked about the butterfly effect earlier. The butterfly effect if CM Punk does not win that match. The state, I don't think WWE goes out of business. But there's a lot of fans that don't stick around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fans that don't stick around.
Well,
nuclear. I genuinely fear for Cena, like as a person, if he pins CM Punk 1, 2, 3 that night.
I think
if he pins CM Punk 1, 2, 3 that night, I'm genuinely scared he's in danger leaving the building.
Right. Police escort for sure.
the Secret Service escort.
He did kill Osama bin Laden, so yeah.
Yo,
still can't believe that, bro.
Nate, come on, Nate. Come on.
How did he even get that information?
You gotta
kill, bro. I think they made that announcement. They made that announcement for the White House.
Bro, that's the documentary we need. How did they?
Oh my god!
How did they get that information?
The fact that he just got on the table and said that, bro. That shit.
But hey, I got a question for y'all.
World title too.
I got a question for y'all. Y'all think that WrestleMania 43 gonna be non-canon as well, especially because after everything
no,
that
it has to be canon.
No,
It
we
has to be
can't for
canon.
sure.
Because
I'm
they're
gonna
gonna
look at it like
put Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes 3.
and Stone Cold
Gotta
CM
put
Punk.
Roman Rock.
It's gonna be Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes 3 at WrestleMania in Saudi. Because that's
But
what
they
we all
Or
wanted.
Roman Rock.
They also said that they want Stone Cold and Punk. They said they want Stone Cold and Punk too. That's what they also
Biggest
said.
25?
Yeah.
27?
Or 27, not even 25. 27.
27, bro.
They want Stone Cold and Punk and all that.
Why are we reliving that feud? Ew, brother.
Because
That would have worked.
All
because we-
CM Punk needs to do is win the World Championship, have his feud with Cody, and have his one-on-one match with Roman, and then Punk can just go back to putting people over. Like, that's all we really need. Right?
We also
We don't
got
need
part-time
nothing.
after that.
Word! Like, you did everything. And your wife back in the company. Have your mixed tag match. We're good. We're good,
Yeah.
brother. So, that WrestleMania 43, like I said, we can't change it. Just like we can't change that 42 is back in Vegas. At least give me a good card.
I ain't gonna lie, that makes me more mad than 43 being in Saudi. Because at least 43 being in Saudi, we saw that coming eventually. Like, I can get over it, right? The fact that they had The Rock come back and announce it for New Orleans.
That's crazy, bro.
Gave
That's
these people
crazy.
a date. And because niggas paid more, you took it out of the city and gave them money in the bank.
They made him look stupid.
Time and time again, you fuck up.
They made him look stupid on TV. They made him look stupid.
Bro.
That was the funny part.
And the fact that New Orleans ain't even getting 43 is crazy.
That's insane, bro.
That makes it worse. The fact that they're not even getting.
I feel like
43.
I low key. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like WrestleMania from now on is either gonna be Vegas or Saudi.
Well, they're trying
I really
to
feel like
they're trying to get it to where that it's like a consistent thing. That's where like they're trying to turn it into the UFC. TKO is trying to turn WWE to the UFC because at the end of the day, even though I don't like it, UFC does make all that money. UFC does. They still get a lot of money. They still get a lot of people going in, but they also aren't having fights in 80,000 people stadiums unless they just started doing it. But for a while, they was not doing that. They wasn't pulling in numbers like that, right? WWE can still pack out a WrestleMania. I don't know if UFC doing that in 2025.
Fuck no, hell no.
Like I don't think UFC doing that in 2025. So that's the only thing. But like I said, I don't think I would have hated 41 in Vegas so much if they would have gave me a good card. Or I wouldn't hate that it's back in Vegas if they would have gave me a card the first time.
And
Vegas
the crowd
had a good WrestleMania.
The crowds are fucking terrible, bro. The crowd is terrible. Vegas
That was
crowd.
one of the worst Mania crowds in a while.
Jesus Christ. Like that's. So do y'all think
that
that
36 crowd? Goddamn it.
So y'all think that France never gonna get WrestleMania?
No.
I mean, now that they're doing foreign ones, I think we might, because Triple H is still on his little what's that big word he used years ago? The globalization, or something like that. Where I think he's still on that. That's why we're doing so many more PLEs out of the country. So I think France. I think the London crowds and the France crowds, they're just gonna get 2 night. They're gonna get 2 night SummerSlams, but they're not gonna get Manias. As Nate was about to say, like they're gonna get 2 night SummerSlams. Like New Orleans, have they already announced SummerSlam for 2026?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Right. They'll probably get the 2027 one. I'm not gonna lie. If they do what they want to do, well, because remember Minneapolis was supposed to get 40 and they switched it.
Right.
That's why.
I don't remember that. Wow.
Yeah,
at least
Minneapolis
the Rock didn't come out.
40.
At least the Rock didn't come out and make an announcement.
Literally made a whole segment announcing with Lil Wayne's music, bro. Like, come on, why'd you do that?
In New Orleans, bro.
He thought he was doing something. He thought he was really doing something.
Finally, WrestleMania has come back. All that just to pull.
Had that long ass dumb ass.
So it's crazy that they make. I hope they gave them their money back because they don't make that announcement unless you pay.
Yeah, they had to get the money back.
Imagine that was a
announced
security
it,
deposit.
made a logo.
Hey, imagine that was a security deposit and it was non-refundable. Man.
That city be
They
pissed.
got
They're
a
like, don't come
raid.
back.
New Orleans got a raid at
man.
that point. The whole state of Louisiana got a raid at that point.
Hella switches.
Well,
Hella switches.
the fact that WWE didn't get sued lets me know that, you know.
They got the money
Yeah,
back.
They got their money back. Yeah.
And they got Money in the Bank as a consolation prize.
But yeah, I mean,
That's
TKO, you
crazy.
said
I'd be pissed.
TKO, you said it's how much? 3 billion in debt or 3 million in debt?
Yeah, $3.07 billion in debt.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess it
Yeah,
makes
but I
sense
ain't
why
gonna
they're
lie.
doing it, but I feel like there's another way they can make money. I don't feel like they gotta do it.
I won't lie. If I was a mayor of New Orleans and I seen that shit, I'd be like, all right, bet.
They said Wade couldn't get the Super Bowl or Mania.
Yo, that's foul. That's foul. Hey, you know what I would do to be petty?
What?
All in Nola.
All in, yep.
All in
yep.
Nola. And I do it in the
All in
Superdome.
Nola.
And I do it in the Superdome.
Oh, okay. So,
Well, I just
People
tell all-
don't.
I tell
Nah,
the
people would
foreign
go.
crowds to
People
show
would
up.
go.
I literally
People
put a
go.
special package to get them London
There you go.
guys and all that to get them through the door. We packing out. We
Oh,
packing out the
Indiana's supposed to get
Superdome.
one too.
buy one, get one
So
free.
that's
Let's do
a
it.
good idea for real. That's a good idea.
I mean,
But,
they did that with
yeah,
WrestleMania. level
somebody
too.
said TKO heard that Carter 6 and said, "Nah, we did." It is a bad album.
Man, yo, that album is terrible, bro. That album is fucking terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, Lil Wayne is
Yeah.
washed now. We just listened to the mixtape.
He's washed. He's washed.
But appreciate all y'all tuning in. What was this? Episode 87, 86,
Yeah.
87,
13
one of
away.
them. We 13 away from episode 100, man. We've been doing this show. I think 104 will legit be like the 2-year mark because it's 52 weeks.
Right.
But we've been
Right.
doing this show for like 2 years. 2 years of no name wrestling, man. We
A lot of us
didn't
been day one. A lot of us been day one with y'all for real.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we didn't been through. What eras did we go through? We went through the
Channel
the-
changes.
the channel changes. We went through TKO change. I think we had a pop-up podcast when Vince McMahon was no longer in power. I think it
Y'all
was like,
did.
yo, who can go live? Right?
It was in
now?
Mercy Podcast.
Yeah.
It was like, let's
Yeah.
go live.
Yeah.
Y'all did that?
Holy shit.
I
Yeah.
think we did.
I think
yeah.
so. I think we did. Yeah.
I don't think everybody can make it, but we definitely had a pop-up podcast like, yo,
Yeah.
let's just go live. We didn't went
Man.
through shoot.
Being canceled.
Being canceled, bro. The Liv
Bro.
Morgan era.
World
Oh
War III, bro. Oh my
Woo,
gosh.
that shit
We
was
had like
crazy, bro.
6 straight weeks of just like,
Hey Nate, when you was arguing with
Go
Nate,
off,
you was arguing with them
Queen.
girls, Nate. You was arguing with them girls, Nate.
Oh my god.
Go off,
what an
Queen.
episode that
oh
was.
my god, that was
What?
That
We went
shit.
4 hours
That
that
was-
night.
God bless.
4
God
hours.
bless Lewis. That man came in. He was like, I seen enough of this shit.
He came in and ether, bro, because he wasn't gonna be on the show. At
He wasn't
first.
gonna be
He
on
was
the
like,
He literally said he wasn't gonna be here.
And look,
he
I was-
came in. He was like, fuck yeah, bro.
and
I was.
all of this was because of Liv Morgan.
Bro, someone said this is what WrestleMania 43 about to be.
Oh my God.
Mind you, I've been playing that game, right?
Thank you.
But,
Thank you.
but appreciate
Thank you,
everybody for coming through. Hey, matter of fact, chat, I want y'all to let us know if we made merch, if we got some merch, would y'all actually buy it? Because I'm not
Y'all should
gonna
have
lie.
been made merch.
Y'all doing the I'm not gonna lies in the chat on me. Like, it's kind of crazy right now. I feel like
I'm not gonna lie.
And
I mean, I'm
even
gonna bring
realize
back
that I
bullying
say
merch
it.
design.
I don't
So
even realize that I say it till they start outing me in the chat.
That's crazy.
You said it today.
We should make a 30 woman better than Liv Morgan t-shirt.
bro, that shit was funny as fuck, bro.
That
Is
shit
there a
was-
way to
I
watch
had
the
them
PC
pissed.
wrestling pods? Unfortunately, no, because they deleted that library. So we
Yeah.
had to start from scratch,
The whole
We-
library.
which was
That's
crazy.
fucking-
Like, you could have at least gave us the library, but
Yeah, but I said, nah, fuck y'all.
they said. But appreciate y'all. We gonna be back next week. I guess it's WrestlePalooza review, right? WrestlePalooza is next Saturday,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah.
All
so-
Out and WrestlePalooza.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna be talking about both. We're gonna talk about All Out because All Out's still on Saturday, right? They're just
Yeah,
earlier
right
time.
before. It's
Yeah.
that 3.
At 3 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay.
3 o'clock.
Cool. So
G Maniacs t-shirt.
hey, Phantom, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, dog. All right.
Hey, matter of fact,
I mean, I know
join
a
the
good
G-
graphic designer.
I haven't
so-
said it in a minute, but come join the G Maniacs, man. It's still a movement. We're still going strong. The G Maniacs. We're not gonna lie.
You're not
faces,
beating the
bro.
Hogan allegations. You're not beating the Hogan allegations.
Mo.
You're just not beating.
Mo.
Neither of y'all are.
Mo.
We got
Listen,
We have
logistics.
multiple
we got
schedules.
Mogan. We got
I didn't start it.
Hogan over here, and we got Hollywood Mogan over here. All right?
I didn't even start it, bro.
Hogan.
That was Coach Mark.
Hollywood Mogan.
Blaming Coach Mark for that is crazy. But yes, appreciate
Did you
y'all.
not see what he said?
Logistics. Anyways,
Wow.
tap in.
Appreciate y'all,
Yes,
bro.
appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who came up. Appreciate everybody in the Instagram. I know we didn't get to everybody's, but you know it's a 2-hour show, and we already at 2 hours. So appreciate everybody. Keep rocking with us, man. We're gonna do something big for episode 100. I promise, man. Episode 100 on the way. Hey, we're on the drive to 5. Drive to 500 subs, man. Let's get halfway to 1,000, man.
Let's get
Drive
it.
to